The Joke Slinger, starring Al Jolly as Buddy and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
Mammy mine, your little rolling stone that rolled away, Mammy mine, your little rolling stone is home today. There to stay, I want to see your smiling face. Smile, a welcome smile. I want to feel your fond embrace. Listen, Mammy mine, rock-a-bye, your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a tune from that heart of Dixie, just hang that cradle, Mammy mine, right on that Mason-Dixon line, and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all of the soul that's in ya. Weep no more, my lady, Mammy, sing it again for me. An old black Joe, just as though you had me on your knee. A million baby kisses I'll deliver if you will only sing that Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, your rock-a-bye baby with a Dixie melody. Rock-a-bye, rock your little baby.
Oh, my Lord! I cannot believe my eyes! My son, Buddy, who is going to take up the family profession which has been a tradition since 1641, has not been broken since, is home from the war.
Hiya, Pop. Hey, listen, it's been 4 years since I last saw you, and 6 months extra if you include the introduction we just heard. Where's Ma?
Oh, she's upstairs praying for your speedy return. But now her prayers are answered. Ever since you left, she's been praying that you'd get here safely, to take my place, to have a family once more.
Ah, gee, I guess she'll be glad to see me.
Oh, Buddy.
Anybody ever tell you passed up a beautiful life as a leech? Hey, Ma, I hope you don't mind, but I have an important appointment.
What's her name?
Ah, Mom.
And in our audience tonight is lovely Edna Feldman. And ladies and gentlemen, the talented producer of her new show, Talk of the Town, Eddie Playbody. Ladies and gentlemen, Edna Feldman.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce a young man who I met while I was entertaining our brave boys over there. Ladies and gentlemen, will you give a wonderful welcome to Buddy Solomon?
Thank you very much. Boy, I just flew in from last wages. Now, boy, are my arms tired, I want to tell you.
Gentlemen, you know I've wanted to retire for a long time now. And now that my son Buddy is home, I'd like to request that he be appointed immediately to my post.
How do you know Buddy wants to be a bathroom attendant?
Gentlemen, do I have to remind you that a Solomon has been the temple's bathroom attendant since 1641? Buddy has been trained and educated for this job. And now I believe he is ready to take over.
You mean he's been toilet trained? Mr. Solomon, on behalf of all the trustees, I wish to speak. Or better yet, I wish to speak on behalf of all the trustees. We would be honored to have your son Buddy take over your duties. Oy vey.
Oh, Ma, kiss me. Oh, we're going to have a great time tonight, Ma. Oh, I'm so happy. Is the cake ready? Let's see, do we have the champagne and...
Father, I think you still should have talked this over with Buddy. You know, it's been over 4 years since he's been home. He might have changed.
But Solomon has cleaned latrines for over 331 years. I know it's what Buddy wants. Oh, Buddy, my boy.
No, Pop, it's not what I want. I want my own life as a comedian.
My son, a comedian? You get out of my house! You are no son of mine!
Your father is having a heart attack.
Gee, I just bought myself a new golf club. I hope you don't mind, but I have an important appointment.
But your father!
He'll live through it, but he'll get better only because I return home.
Buddy becomes successful. His father has to stay in bed, and Buddy comes back home.
Oh, Pop. Hey, listen, I'm sorry for what I've done.
No, Buddy, I'm sorry for what I've done.
Nah, Pop, you got it all wrong. See, I'm sorry for what I've done.
No, son, I am more sorry for what I've done.
Oh, you silly old fool. I'm twice as sorry as you're sorry for what I've done when I'm sorry for.
No, son, I beg to differ. I am twice as sorry as you are twice as sorry as you're sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry. Oh, Schmuck, it's your turn. I knew you was bluffing.
Look, Pop, I'd like you and Ma to come down and catch me in the birdseed follies.
Sure we will, son. No, Buddy. Not there. I don't want to get blackface on my cheeks.
Ah, but Pop, I'm not wearing blackface. That's the Al Jolson story. This is the joke slinger.
What's the difference? And now, the star of the Birdseed Follies, Buddy Solomon!
Hold down, everybody. Hold down. This is an especially important night for me, ladies and gentlemen. You see, the two folks who gave me all the love in the world are seated in the audience tonight. That's right, my mom and dad. You know, there are no two sweeter, more wonderful people in the whole wide God's universe. They're the sunlight of a new day, the birds chirping in the forest, the quiet call.
Oh, boy.
Oh, listen to me, the quiet call of the coyote in the desert. I've waited for this night, this humble opportunity in which I can bestow all my affection on them.
Hey, you want to cut the crap?
Oh, my sweet Lord, I'm humbly down on my humble knees. Can't you see me? And in a humble way, I am humbly asking that you humbly...
Hey, this is humiliating.
That you give me the ability to sing a song. Hey, listen to me. Tell a joke. Make people laugh so they can have a brighter today, a sweeter tomorrow.
This guy makes even Wayne Newton look like a Nazi.
And so, if you can march with me, I sing this song to Ma. And all the Ma's like her in the whole world.
What this theater needs is airplane bags in front of each
And
seat.
so I sing the song that she sang to me. I sing this song to her. I sing it now.
Well, Ma?
Right now.
Well, Ma?
I think I'm gonna puke.
Rockabye, rock your little baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a little tune from the heart of Dixie. Just hang that cradle, Mammy mine, right on that Mason-Dixon line, and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all the soul that's in ya. Mammy, listen what they're playing. They're playing Weep No More, My Lady. Sing it again for me. And you remember old Black Joe? Lord love you, Mammy. You sang when I was on your knee. A million baby kisses I'll deliver. Mammy, sing the Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, your rock-a-bye, baby, with a Dixie
I'd like to be serious for just a moment here because the topic of drugs has always been something that's not been taken very seriously on this particular program. And I thought it would be a darn good idea to have somebody who knew what they were talking about in the field of drugs. We're lucky to have such a man. His name is Dr. John C. Lilly, who is the author of a book called LSD, A Cold Hard Look. Dr. Lilly, from his bio that I have before me, studied LSD in laboratory conditions for 18 years, and he feels that at long last he is possible to take a look at LSD through cold, factual, scientific studies without any alteration and unharried by the dogma and emotionalism of the 60s that we were all so well aware of. Dr. Lilly, how long have you been a doctor? First, to establish something about your background.
Well, I graduated University of Michigan Medical School in 1941, and I began local practice there in
Michigan.
In Michigan, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And much of the studies that we're talking about in this book have been done in Michigan.
I see. There was a lot of emotionalism, you might say sensationalism about LSD prior to this. I think this is one of the reasons you came out with your book.
Well, yes, you see, the problem with the drug is that it's been abused by mostly the younger people and other people like that, and of course the establishment, let's say, has become very upset about this, almost become a political issue because of the terrible things that have happened to kids on so-called LSD. I say that because some of the chemicals are not purely LSD. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is that this has been studied in laboratory conditions by myself and others, particularly my colleague, Dr. Harold Hargrove. We studied under strict conditions in the laboratories several volunteer patients from the University of Michigan. And I myself, as a matter of fact, have taken several LSD experiences. And we gained quite a bit of insight into the drug.
Do you think that LSD is dangerous?
Well, indeed, LSD taken in regular potent quantities can, in fact, cause cellular damage to the cerebral cortex and in some cases to the medulla. We've found this to be true in the animals that we studied. Of course, we haven't administered huge quantities to human beings, for fear of these things happening.
Right.
But in point of fact, LSD is quite a fantastic, almost orgasmic way of discovering the inner mind and all its wonderful secrets. As a matter of fact, I have taken the pure form of this chemical, something like 1,800 times, and I find no unusual side effects or so-called flashbacks that I know of. But I caution, of course, I can't speak, and I do not intend to speak of the so-called street chemicals, which sometimes aren't even LSD at all, but something else possibly deadly, like in some cases strychnine, arsenic, or some impure mix of LSD.
We've heard a lot about flashbacks.
Right, because the LSD was prepared in unclean conditions. A person doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Because it's a very potent chemical here. But in the purest state, I believe, and I will always hold, that LSD is an incredible drug of most incredible results and properties. And if people were to experience this, some certain people with psychological problems, perhaps, they could probably be helped a great deal if, under very strict scientific conditions, that they could be administered the drug. I think that would be a wonderful thing for them. But my colleague, Dr. Hargrove, can possibly tell you more about this.
We'll have to have him on the show sometime.
Well, he's sitting right here next to me.
There's no one there, Doctor.
Oh, well, excuse me, he's very thin. Dr. Hargrove, say hello to the gentleman here. Hello. See, he's right here next to me.
There's nobody there.
Yes, there is. He's sitting right here next to me. Come on, Dr. Hargrove, say something.
Do you
to the man.
feel okay?
Yeah, I feel
Dr.
fine.
Lilly?
I really feel fine. Come on. Live from...
No.
What did you point to
Do you
that
wanna
for?
do
Oh,
drum-
drum roll. I forgot about that. Take 2.
Live from San Diego, International Telephone and Telegraph, the company your government depends on, brings you special coverage of the Republican National Convention. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is your Master of Ceremonies, Bob Hope. Thank you. Boy, the last time I heard that much applause was when Tiny Tim said, "I do." And Miss Vicky said it, I never would have suspected. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's really great to be here tonight. You know, last time I saw the president, I was really embarrassed. I was wearing a scarf around my face. 3 Secret Service agents grabbed me on suspicion of carrying a concealed weapon. But seriously, folks, talk about my nose being big. Dick ain't no Cat Ballou himself. This proboscis has more hook in it than Spiro Agnew's last fairway drive. But seriously, it's a good thing Dick isn't on Mount Rushmore. He'd be the only president up there whose nose was on stilts. But hey, talk about government officials. Here now is a man who works for the highest leader in the world, Reverend Dr. Billy Graham.
Thank you. Let us bow our heads. Let us pray. Let us raise our right arms. Say, Heavenly Father.
Oh, damn it!
Ha, I got you again, Spiro. I didn't say let us. Thank you.
Thanks, Billy.
My father, thank you.
And put in a good word for Martha Mitchell. She's going to need it when John sees this month's telephone bill. But I want to tell you, you know, you're really great, audience. And speaking of great, here is the man who's going to tell us the name of this year's winner of the big one, President of the United States. Boy, every time I say President of the United States, my stomach feels like when the elevator stops on your floor.
Oh, yeah, well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who has taken more lives than the atomic bomb, Duke Wayne.
Thank you, Bob.
Say, Duke, everyone's talking about your latest movie.
Oh, you mean the Cowboys? Well, it's the story about a bunch of kids that avenged my death.
You die in the picture.
Well, yes, but not 1/90th as much as you always do. Oh, well, anyway.
Thanks a lot. You know how to hurt a guy.
The nominees for President of the United States are Richard Nixon for the China trip, ABC, NBC, and CBS. Richard Nixon for Hard Labor in Miami, produced by George Meany. Richard Nixon for the Vietnamization, ha ha ha. And Richard Nixon for the silent majority speech under the direction of Foot, Cone, and Belding. And the winner is Richard Nixon, the silent majority speech under the direction of Foot, Cone, and Balding.
Accepting for Richard Nixon is his already declared running mate, Premier 2.
A million thanks. Honorable Mr. Nixon, very unhappy. He cannot attend tonight. But I sure, if he were here, he would say, most hearty thank you, believe me, most hearty thank you. You can bet on that. On behalf of all the little people like myself, I like to say, Richard Nixon, okay. He good guy. He good American. He good American as Adolf Hitler good American. Thank you and good night. South Vietnam over alles.
Thank you, little gook. Well, that's it for tonight. To all the winners, here's wishing you the best of luck. To all the losers, Leave your names and addresses with our secretary. We'll call you if anything comes up. Until 4 years from now, this is Bob, Are You Kidding Hope, saying, thanks for the memories of bombing runs and kooks, of filthy long-haired kooks, and all that mace to save your face. We really made them puke. We thank you so much. Thanks for the memories of Julie, Dave, and Trish, and good old Dr. Kiss. His China thing made the Gallup sing. It really is pure bliss. We thank you so much. Good night, everybody. The Republican National Convention was brought to you by
IT&T, where politics is our only product.
While in San Diego, Bob Hope and the entire convention staff stayed at the beautiful Sheraton San Diego Hotel. Extra comfort is worth the price.
Hi, I'm Warren Green, star of the popular television show Bonanza, Sunday nights on NBC. You know, on our show, like any show, we use scripts, and scripts are printed on paper. Well, the American Medical Association has asked me to warn my viewers, don't eat paper. Habitual paper eaters, maybe someone close to you, have been suffering for years from such conditions like loose-leaf stomach, newspaper nerdism, pigeon paunch, and the like. While home remedies and cures have been tried, not even erasable paper has been able to curb the habit. And kids, be like the men of the Ponderosa. Don't drink that liquid paper. Remember, this is Bonanza's Lauren Green of the popular Sunday night television show on NBC, reminding you, don't eat paper. And now, by special arrangement with Duke, Dr. Mastodon Hypocrisy frankly answers your most personal and intimate questions. Good day, Dr. Hypocrisy.
Good day. Let's say we get to today's question.
Good idea, Doctor. WJ of Redondo Beach, California asks, what is the elbow and where is it located?
The elbow, WJ, is the arm joint. It is located about halfway between the upper arm and the lower arm.
Right about here, Dr. Hypocrisy?
A little higher up, Ed.
Ah, this.
That's right. You know, without the elbow, we'd all look pretty silly, and, more importantly, we wouldn't be able to slam our kids in the store so that nobody else could see us. Luckily, almost everyone has at least one elbow per arm. Another letter, please.
Here's one from WJWW of Redondo Beach, California. It reads, Dear Dr. Hypocrisy, I have been suffering from a cold for 2 years now. What can you suggest?
Well, WJWW, have you tried liquids, plenty of bed rest, and aspirin? Dristan is also pretty good.
Finally, a question, Doctor, from AJ of Redondo Beach, California. Dear Dr. Hypocrisy, I have recently discovered that I have eyebrows. Does this make me a sissy? Is there any cure?
Dear AJ, most people with eyebrows go on to live relatively normal and active lives. Many famous persons have had eyebrows. John J. Pershing, Ambrose Bierce, Philander Knox, James Jimmy Breslin, DeWitt Wallace, the publisher and founder of the Reader's Digest, comedian Mort Saul, Betsy Palmer, Albert B. Fall, David O. Selznick, and Adolf Hitler.
And now to today's health tip, Doctor.
Right, Frank. I advise, when walking around broken glass, avoid stepping on it with bare feet.
Good idea to keep in mind.
Save a lot of serious injuries.
You sure can. Thank you, Dr. Hypocrisy. And thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's get the hell out of here. Pick up that shit down there. Well, and my son Louis the Creep fried on the hot seat in Sing Sing for a triple slaying back in '59. I didn't know what to do. I had no money, only his blackened and pallid body. So I had no
choice but to dump him in the Hudson River late one night. And then when my other son, Rico, was headed to Bern in the big chair last year, a friend of mine over the morning coffee mentioned Forest Lawn. Well, I said, sure, I've heard of it. That big boneyard down the street. She laughed, said it was more than that. So I checked into it, got a counselor, and he said he'd handle everything for a very reasonable price. So after Rico burned, his body was shipped back, parcel post. And they took care of everything. I said, how about a service? And my counselor said, sure, in the little chapel of God in heaven, just a stone's throw from where they laid Rico's tortured body to rest. And it was so wonderful. When my youngest son, Joey the Foot, meets his end, I think I'm going to get burial package number 48C, 10-minute ceremony, 2 pallbearers from the city, and free cover-up.
Affidavit of authenticity on file with this station.
So after they discovered the butchered remains of my wife in the washing machine, Forest Lawn did a wonderful job sewing her back together so she'd be reasonably presentable. It was also marvelous in my time of grief. I just didn't know who to turn to. They even let me watch. It was also efficient and lovely. They did the same for my mother-in-law after her remains were gathered up in the rose garden. Luckily, I knew about Forest Lawn, and they were more than helpful. They were a guiding light. So as they lowered her coffin into the grave, I was thinking, gee, I'm going to have them do me up when I go too, just like that. Death can be a wonderful and beautiful thing when you know who to turn to. Really, it can.
Affidavit of authenticity on file with this station.
Welcome to the show, the zany show with Stein and Illes.
Whoa!
We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim.
Hey, Jim.
We got Larry J and his ugly bug. There's Lenny and his ugly mug. Happy Feldman is here with a gang. If you want some advice, that's Mr. Hexabag. And here's Brindell, that hayseed lug. It wouldn't be a show without Mentor Eichschlag. Sylvia Sandelman with joints creaking. Last but not least, we got Bill Fox speaking. So here we go, right into the show, the zany show of Stein and Illes. Intern Billy and the band. Show, the zany show of Stein and Illes. We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim.
Right on.
Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim.
One more time.
Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim.
Walk me home now.
Say hi to Bob and Jim. One more time. Say hi to Bob and Jim.
please, no. Hey, no. They listened.
Another big show tonight. You better believe it. It's going to be big.
I want to tell you.
Big show, I mean, just that. I mean, big show. Big show. I mean just that. Big show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is a big show.
Hey, I can...
Here in the Grand Canyon, we see over to the left the donkey ride.
Oh, yeah, we had the talk back on.
I get ya.
Tonight we have Jack Margolis, possibly on News Call 3.
Right.
News Call 3 is, of course, where you get to talk to the newsmakers. We got Marshall.
I do?
Anybody can talk to newsmakers.
Right.
Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, the world premiere of A Major Bit. Got Babies Crying. And
at 11.
A rerun, possibly, of What's My Scam, not to mention My Three Churls, a new bit.
That's right.
Phone calls, problem lines, stuff for him. We got news about the Neophyte, which is going to be March 25th.
Yeah, right. Ha-ha. Next week.
Instead of April 29th or whatever I said.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the show live from the Neophyte, which is over at USC next week, next Saturday.
And, of course, right now...
10. Oh, what's there?
The guest disclaimer person of the week.
Oh, isn't the little bell working?
There we go.
So that's a slow bell.
Hi!
Oh, it's Happy Feldman. Shut up, Larry.
Hi! Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
Hi, Happy.
And I just want to say a couple of words here and there.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to have the spotlight on me. So I like to say a few things. You know, before I do the reclaimer of the week.
Disclaimer.
I just want to say that Richard Nixon is a boob. I want to say free Angela Davis.
No, wait a minute.
I want to say I don't like Ed Davis, the police chief.
Hold it.
Of Los Angeles.
Happy. Wait a minute.
And I think President Roosevelt sold us down the river.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that the opinions
Also
expressed
say
on
that
this
if it wasn't for the
program
communists,
are not necessarily
we'd
those
be in
of
much
either
better shape.
KUSC, Stein and Illes, or the University of Southern California.
I like to say that I don't like...
Shut up, everybody. Well, Stein's not here now. I'm not going to go for any of this playing around carp or stuff like that. First of all, yes, the show will be done live from the Neophyte next week, and we will, I think there's room for 50 or 60 people or so that will be able to see it. So
Is that 50 large people and 60 small?
Yeah, or 75 midgets, you know. And we will be doing the show live from there next week, and people will be able to watch, and we'll be having maybe some guests. I think we're going to have Swami Liz on, who will be doing fortune telling with her cards, which of course is just for fun and games, is not to be taken as real. So if you would like to attend this, and you have not already received your tickets in the mail, this will be next Saturday. You should get there about 9:30 or so. And we have a map that we send you and everything. You have to call us today, sometime during the night, here until 1, at 746-7808. Talk to Marcia, give you your name or address, and how many tickets you would like. And we have to limit it to about 5. and we'll send it out to you. Yes. Hello. We're supposed to answer the ringing one, or the... Oh! Shoot, I don't understand radio. So, 746-7808, if you would like to reserve a space, and we'll get your name and address, and if we, by some weird thing, you don't receive your tickets in the mail, we'll have your name written down anyway.
You might want to mention something about the neophyte thing next week. Did you mention it would
just
change
did
to
all that.
March 25th?
March 25th, not April 22nd. So
now, if they want tickets, they got to call Marcia and give their name and address, and we'll try and get them out this week.
Right, we'll send it out to you, a map and everything.
Do I still get in for half price?
USC.
You'll be lucky if you get in at all. All right, listen, on News Call 3, it's 10:15.
Time for News Call 3?
Just a minute early, because it should have been a minute late, because it should have been at 10:14. But call after we talk to News Call 3.
Which will be probably in about a half hour. So hold off on calling in for tickets to the invite for about a half hour. Okay?
On News Call 3, we have Jack Margolis. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, good.
Jack, you're on the air, so don't do any of your funny things.
Now, let me explain News Call 3. News Call 3 allows you, the person listening at home, to talk to the newsmakers right directly on the line.
If you have a phone, if you don't know how to dial the phone, please tune over to KPFK, where every once in a while they give you phone dialing lessons. But you will be able to call in, and you'll be able to talk to Jack Margolis, who, of course, is an old friend of the show. He's been formerly a writer with Laugh-In, a funny guy. Used to do a show with Arbogast. You may remember.
He said he wrote Laugh-In.
Oh, right. And he is the author of Child's Garden of Grass and other things. He does a column in the Free Press. Jack, how's everything?
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Your book just came out, right?
No.
No? I thought your book was out.
What book is that?
The Orgy Cookbook.
It was reviewed in Burt...
Be a poor interviewee. Sell at badness and intervieweeness.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Well, you know, you're in the business, and you did a great job with Bob Arbogast for a while over on KLAC many years ago, and a heck of a funny guy. And we thought maybe people would want to call in and ask you questions or something.
Ready? Go. That bit you did about calling in for tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that?
Really good. Funny stuff.
Hey, that was just ad-lib, too. It wasn't written down.
Are there three people there, or one of you now doing a voice?
I'm doing a voice as always.
It's gotten to be a production show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your plan this evening? What is your little plan?
Well, Jack, if there's any people out there who want to talk to the newsmakers, we have a thing called News Call 3 where they can call in at 746-7809 and talk directly to you.
Oh, on the phone.
Why am I a newsmaker?
You wrote Child's Garden of Grass, which was really big, especially over in Fraternity Row or USC.
The fact that I was in the park last night, and a little 9-year-old girl came up and flashed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Young for flashing.
Not safe for anybody anymore.
No.
It sure isn't. Did you call the police on her? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Can't let them get away with that kind of stuff. That was really disgusting.
Okay, I guess we got a call for you, Jack.
Thank goodness, Jack.
I think it's from the girl in the other room at your place.
Jack, you ready to take? You ready to?
Okay, I'm ready. Yes, I'm all prepared. I have my notes here, and all the things you told me that I was going to be asked. I have it all ready. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, let's take line 2. Line 2.
Hello, Jack. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. Yourself?
You're great, Jack.
Okay. That's wild. Okay, you got another one up? Yeah, go ahead.
That way to me, Jack. I got you your first big gig at Beverly Hills High, and you're acting that way to me.
My first gig at the Beverly Hills High.
Don't you remember when you came over?
Oh, yeah.
I'm the same schmuck who talked to you before.
Don't talk like that now. There are some Jewish people that listen to KUSC. I know what you're saying.
Jack, was this the time with the trench coat?
By the way, schmuck is Jewish male genitals.
Hello?
Yeah.
Bob, you gonna ask Jack, a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him if he's gotten any gigs at any high school since I got him over at my school.
No, I got a gig at a nursery, and I was pretty excited about that. It turned out they just had plants and things, but I did it anyway, and they were okay, but I don't really know. I mean, it's hard to tell. They don't have much emotion or anything. I didn't care, almost not at all. They're like vegetables. Well, I like this for a while.
What did you do at Beverly Hills High, Jack?
I talked about a lot of stuff. To a whole bunch of people.
Let's see.
Really good.
Same thing that Stein and I will be doing when I see him at 11:15, right, Stein?
All right. Okay, well, thank you for your call, line 2.
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye to him, Marcia. Okay.
Jack, they won't all be like that.
Why not?
Because there's nobody else calling in.
Hey, Jack, are you getting involved in this the marijuana initiative thing?
No, I just said something about it in my column a little bit to help him out, but I'm not. I'm sort of apathetic now. And anyway, I'm kind of fascistic, and I've moved on to harder drugs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In other words, grass does lead to harder stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'm strung out now on some really bad stuff.
Hey, what do you think now that it happened in the news? I heard this evening Stan Duke or somebody was giving the news, the weekend guy, and it seems that there are only 5 people now left in the state of Indiana. They've all moved to Michigan because, dope is legal there.
Take some of the kick out of it for me, though.
Oh?
Yeah.
You don't? Yeah, I guess it would since since it is legal now. That was probably half the fun. Didn't you find?
Yeah. And even I don't know what to do. Now, if they legalize all the hard stuff, I guess I'll have to go into murder or something else.
Yeah. Well, at least you're lucky there, Jack. No death penalty.
Yeah.
Well, that sort of takes some of the fun out of it.
Pretty soon we'll be able to have Sirhan on the show. He'll be out, and he can talk about why he did it and how.
Write a book.
Okay, we got somebody on line 2 to talk to you, Jack.
Oh, wonderful. Wait, let me steal myself. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, hi. This is RT.
RT?
Yeah, I'd like to ask Jack a question.
Okay, I'd like to give you an answer. Let's see if they match up.
The last time I saw you, you were in a Westlake band shell or something?
Westlake band shell. I remember those days.
Yeah, MacArthur Park.
Had a little hot plate and a blanket.
No, come on. You were putting on some kind of deal, and there was a fight between the Cubans and somebody else.
Some of those Cuban freedom fighters, no doubt.
I was charging $1 to fight a Cuban.
No, but anyhow, I heard all this going on as I got to the park, and just as I got there, the whole thing was over, and you were thanking everybody for the great job they were doing.
Yeah, they mopped up all the Cubans in the park that night. I was pretty happy.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, one more question. What happened to your partner?
My partner?
Yeah.
Arbogast?
Yeah.
Run over by a trolley, man, about 3 days ago. And,
you doing before that happened?
You can't be too careful.
I know that.
Well, you can, but then it's no fun.
You can be too careful, but then it's just bad the other way. It's like a neutral area where you're just careful enough.
Like when you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you be serious for a minute?
You bet.
What happened to him?
Well, you say it like what happened to him. He's been writing Sesame Street for 4 years now.
Oh, that's great. But
he's the guy who signed the letter R.
I don't want
all the stuff that has anything to do with the letter R, Arbogast is done. That's it. Pretty good job, too. Yeah, I got that letter down pat. Yeah.
No, that's P.
Arbo had to quit Sesame Street. He found himself walking around going 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 a lot.
I bet he lost a lot of feathers.
Hey, remember the bit you were going to do for Head Shop where the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. Jack was going...
In Lancaster, Texas?
Huh? Yeah.
I was on Elliot Mintz's Head Shop.
When was this?
It was going to be aired Monday night, 6:30 and 11.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, it was really fun. It was jam-packed with action and adventure. A lot of Sacco Pow thrills there.
Did you like his pretty shirt that he got from a certain clothing store?
Elliot Mintz is really a nice guy. He's a flower, I think, not really a person.
Hey, Jack, did you give him a hard time?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, you're
You know, Elliot still
guy.
has a trip room in his house. He lives in a strange time. He has his body decked out in 1965 clothing.
Aw.
No, it's kind of nice. It's comfortable. I feel, you know, I know it. I know where it is, and I know it. I'm very comfortable with it.
RT?
Yeah. The new stuff, I just don't know what to do.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, and thanks for calling. Okay, sure.
All right, let's take Rudy on line 3, 746-7809. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Rudy.
Yeah, this is Rudy, man. I want to talk to Jack.
Jack's right there next to you, Rudy.
Thanks, baby.
Hey, it's Catman Rudy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. You know me?
Play along with him, Jack.
I know who the cat is. Well, I just wanted to say that when I was on the Elliot Mintz show, I gave him a bad talk, too, you dig? Yeah, you know, I told him all kinds of lies to let him on because, you know, that's what he does to all the other people. So I thought I'd put him on, too. Yeah. That's about right, you know, and I think it was, you know, it was really a comedy thing, but Elliot, of course, you know, he couldn't get the bit because he didn't realize that I was putting him on all the time. What do you think about Elliot? Don't you think he's just a put on, or do you think he really believes in all the stuff he says?
Intimate, probing, personal questions, and I don't know if I'm really equipped to answer them.
I can't hear you too well. Could
That's the
you
way I feel. I'm on the head shop, and it's just really perfect.
You think it's perfect?
Perfect.
You know why it's perfect, don't you?
Yes.
It's because Elliot doesn't have anything to do with it. It's because he's got producers and engineers and cameramen that know what the heck they're doing.
Okay, and thanks for your call.
Okay, bye!
Yeah, we took all the blown out instruments away from him, Jack.
That's really nice. You guys really have a really snazzy, nifty kind of audience.
Hey, Jack, were you an all-show guest with Elliot, or what?
Yes, I was there for the entire hour.
Oh.
Except when they broke away to play music and things.
Yeah. Do you like that show, or?
No.
I thought you might have liked it.
No. I like Luke Gordon, though.
Every weekend at 10?
I only got to see him once, and he really was great.
Who was he getting to the bottom of, as it were?
A lot of stuff. No, he really is. I'd just like to say here now, everybody watch Luke Gordon.
When is the book coming out?
It's called Cooking for Orgies and Other Large Parties, and it's going to be out in about a month and a half.
Month and a half.
McGraw-Hill publishing it, Jack?
Stern Sloan.
Oh, I see. Whatever happened to the guy Weiss who originally published Child's Garden of Grass, and he had that fledgling publishing company and everything? Whatever happened to him?
Violent death. Met a violent death in Quicksand in New Guinea.
He always was a world traveler.
He always lived dangerously. Every second was another gamble with him.
Yeah, boy.
Like a real trooper, though. Didn't lift up one hand clutching for a straw or a branch or anything.
Are you going to do any more radio?
I really felt almost sad watching him go down. What?
You going to do any more radio?
Oh, the phone number here is 746-7809 if you'd like to talk to Jack.
I got a weekly gig for about 15 minutes every week on KUSC on the Stein and Illes show.
Oh, how's that working out?
Pretty good. I get $11 a week to do about 22 minutes, so it comes out not too bad.
Hey, Jack, I heard that, getting back to this Weiss guy, as it were, we got his bio. I remember a funny line out of there, which I just bet that you wrote for him. It went like something like this. I felt bad when I used to curse when peanut butter would stick to the roof of my mouth until I met a man who didn't have any roof to his mouth.
I remember that.
So did you write that, or?
I did.
Oh, I thought you might have stolen from him.
No, I wrote that.
Oh,
you remember
wrote
the first line of your bio?
No.
Oh, neither do I, but it was funny. There was something there.
I'm 6'2", I weigh 190 pounds, and not one ounce of it is fat or muscle.
That's translated in English.
Yeah.
Read it in the original Urdu to really understand it. Appreciate it.
Hey, you wrote for Laugh-In for some time.
Yes, I did.
I heard that was really kind of rough.
I wrote produced and directed Laugh-In for about 4 years.
I'll be darned. They,
By yourself.
They just gave credit to you as a writer and
I
that.
kept a lot of it down because I didn't want to get a lot of people coming by looking for work and jobs and stuff, so I didn't tout it around too much.
How I saw you on TV and that introducing that group. Was that a put-on thing, or did you just run into them, or what?
What group was this, Larry?
It's my group. I own them.
Oh.
The Beatles?
No, bad thing. I own them outright.
Oh, boy.
I own every penny of them.
And you were also seen at the premiere of Tommy.
One of the guys has got scurvy.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, is that where?
Yeah, that's where the group was.
Yeah. I should give him some food.
There are Margolis watchers out there, I guess.
No, the guy said, hey, why don't you go on and introduce the Badfinger to Bill Welch? Either one of them. Name right then, the 4 Badfinger guys and Bill Welch's name, and I came out and did it.
How did you introduce Bill Welch to Badfinger?
You what?
How did you introduce Bill Welch to Badfinger?
I said, Bill, I'd like you to meet Paul and Dave and Phil and Harry. This is the Badfinger.
How'd you do?
Away, sort of.
I like Bill on Dodger Dugout a lot.
I've grown up on Bill.
Yeah, but everybody else has too.
And boy, I've watched him all the way through everything. It's been exciting.
Okay, Jack.
You guys go on the air.
Huh?
This is KUSC in Los Angeles. Stein Isles here with Jack Margolis on Newsline 3. And you can call in and talk to him at 746-7809 if you would like to talk to Jack for whatever dumb reason you'd like to talk to Jack. Anyway.
Who's your favorite comedian, Jack?
You really sort of got me there.
Oh, come on, I know.
I don't have a real straight-out favorite comedian.
Well, comedians, teams or things like that.
Ted Collins I used to like.
Ted Collins?
Yeah, the guy used to hang out with Kate Smith, used to announce his show and stuff.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
He liked me, too.
How's the column going?
We're going to touch all the bases, Jack. You have a column with the Free Press, and you're getting quite a bit of money for it. You were holding out, sir. You were holding out for some time, I understand, Jack. And then when you threatened to become vice president of a steel company, they finally gave in.
Yes. No, I'd had some clean pictures of me he threatened to release to the public.
In provocative positions, like in front of the Grand Canyon.
I really get more enjoyment out of writing that column for no reason I can really understand than I get from almost anything else.
Hey, well, it is a good column.
Any other writing I've done, I get more enjoyment out of this, and I don't know why. It's wrong. I should get the most enjoyment out of that which pays the most.
Mm-hmm. Is that true, Jack?
I should. That's what shouldness is.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, Jack Margolis. Bob Arbogast, haven't heard from him in a long time.
What has happened to him?
Writing for Sesame Street.
I really want to do the same thing that you guys do all the time, and it's really sort of fun.
Why don't you do it?
I should have done it. Just like not do anything, kind of lay back, let the other guy do it all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. You both have that attitude, which is really fun.
Hey, don't look now, but we got to call a news call.
And the guy's name is Tim. I wonder if it's Tiny Tim.
Okay. 746-7809. Let's take that call right now. Hello, you're on the air with Jack.
Hello. Who's this?
This is Tim.
Tim, that's right. Forgot.
All right, Tim.
Tim, don't listen to your radio.
Okay.
For no good reason, I guess.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk to Jack. He's right there on your phone.
Okay, hello?
Hi, Tim.
Okay, I was wondering whether or not male marijuana plants can get you loaded.
Uh-huh. It's healthy to have this kind of curiosity, I think. It shows us a kind of a scientific, inquisitive, searching mind. You'll probably amount to something eventually. I'm really proud of you. I don't know these things.
Come on, Jack.
Well, you wrote a whole book on the subject.
Spill it, Jack.
I don't, yes, but I put marijuana down now. I think it leads to harder drugs and also the violence and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I made my money on the book, and the heck with it. Now you guys just fend for yourself. I'm off on new trips. I'm trying to save cocaine.
Well, I guess he's not going to answer your question, Tim.
I really don't know, Tim. I've heard pro and con.
Yeah, well, okay.
I really don't know.
Huh?
I really don't. I don't remember. It's probably in the book.
That's right, I bet it is.
But I haven't, after I set it down, I didn't have to remember it anymore.
Because I heard, different stories. I didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know who to believe these days.
Yeah.
You could call the police department. They
probably know right off.
They probably do know, and I don't see any reason why they can't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're servants of the people.
Ask them. Call them up and ask them. They're not going to trace the call or anything.
No, they'll probably call you back on it, too.
Tim, call us back and let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, give it a try. Why don't we do it? Hey, Stein. Hey, Isles.
Yeah, hey, Jack.
Come around. I've got an idea.
Okay. Yeah, what idea is that, Jack?
Why don't you on the other line call up the police department and ask them that question?
Okay,
wait a minute. Hold on.
We could have Marcia call there. Do you know the phone number?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Marcia, you call.
And you can tie in and Jack can ask the question, you see.
Marcia, you have to know the phone number. What if there was an emergency?
I looked it up about a month ago.
Good, Marcia. Oh, that's really too bad. Oh, well.
All right, we'll check into it for you. Male or female, right?
He wants to know whether the mail plant gets you high.
Yeah.
That's his question.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We made a great discovery, Jack. We found that pigeon excrement makes you high. And you don't have to worry about male or female. It's both the same.
Sniff it or what?
Huh?
You have to sniff it or what?
You smoke it like in a cigarette. Okay, I believe we might have the answer on the other line, as a matter of fact.
It's unborn pigeon excrement that does it.
Okay, we'll take line 3 now. Mark.
Goodbye, Tim.
You handle it with the cop.
Yeah. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark.
This is your Fairfax representative, and
Mark.
I have the book here by my side. I can't find the exact quote, but I remember in the book, Mr. Margolis said that the male plant can get you off, and anyone who says it can't is a latent homosexual.
Yeah, it sounds like you, Jack.
You got to remember that not all of the book is really true. Whatever I didn't know, I made up. I really did. And there's all kinds of stuff floating around now that is absolute garbage. It's not true whatsoever, but I said it was in the book, and people really believe it.
Like curing your grass under ultraviolet light.
People have gone out and spent lots of money to get ultraviolet lamps. What you can do, you write a book, and anything you put in there, people really think is true.
Well, I heard both sides, too. I heard in another book that it can give you a headache and it doesn't work, so I don't know.
Which? Which can give you a headache?
That the male plant can. I heard that in a different book called The Pot Book.
The Pot Book.
I also have here.
Yes?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
What do you have there?
I have 3 books here.
3 books?
Pot by John Rosevere, Mr. Margolis' renowned book, and a cheap little crummy book I bought in Hollywood called The Pot Book.
You might as well throw those other 2 away.
Yeah.
Your book was published by Simon & Schuster, right?
Eventually, yes, it was.
And also by Pocket Books.
They're the guys who do all the children's books, right?
Well, Pocket Books is Simon & Schuster, but I just found out something recently that is incredibly scary.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that the president of Simon & Schuster did not read my book when they decided to take it as a paperback, reprinting it from the other one.
I get you.
And they went ahead and put it out, and the thing really started selling like crazy. It sold over 500,000 copies.
Boy, you must be rich.
You probably got a gold book for that.
Then the guy started hearing about what was in there, and he read it. He said, my God, if I'd read this book, I never would have done it. Never would have bought it.
Oh, well, that's easy to say.
Oh, it was really true.
Was 500,000 good for a paperback?
Yes.
Mr. Margolis, could I ask you something?
Yes.
Is your new book about cooking for an orgy or whatever, is that going to eventually be in paperback?
Yeah, eventually. Right now it's coming out, it's going to be $6, and it's called Cooking for Orgies and Other Large Parties.
Company's going to have it in paperback.
Well, probably themselves put it out in hardcover, and then I don't know, they'll probably sell it to a paperback house like maybe Pocket Books or Bantam or somebody like that.
Hey, Jack, is it ever going to get in Vincent Price's 88-cent library?
Not aware of that.
Oh. Mysteries, cowboys. Oh, well. Okay, Mark. Hey, Guy.
Okay, see you Wednesday.
Okay, baby.
See you later.
Goodbye.
All right. Can him, Marcia.
Okay, Mark's gone.
746-7809.
Jack Margolis has really a great house. We had occasion to visit him at his home one time up there in the mountains. It's really neat.
Yeah, how can people case it, Jack?
Yeah.
How can people what?
Come up there and case it.
We have the tour on Sundays from 3 to 5. It's arranged with the Gray Line Tanner thing.
And it's really weird because Jack has no relatives. No. And all over his walls of the foyer and of the living room and everything are these pictures of these old photographs of guys that he just doesn't know at all, you know.
In sailor suits and
yeah, you can pick them up at swap meets all the time. It's really a weird thing.
Except I got all those pictures about a long time ago when I used to collect books and go to Salvation Army and Goodwill and St. Vincent de Paul, and those things were just lying around for 10 and 15 cents. Mm-hmm. And I you know, when you go in and you buy like 7 really great pictures for $1, you really feel great.
Hey, here's a question for you, Jack. Jack, a question for you.
Sure.
Where do you hang out at night?
Well, I don't really get to go out very much. Like tonight there was a party and it's my roommate's night for the shoes.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't hang out anywhere. And when I go out, I usually send out for people.
Oh, right.
But when I do go out, I usually go to, like, if there's a party, I will go to that. And
you go to a lot of big parties, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to one now, eventually.
What's that? Where's this?
He was just carping around.
Tonight.
You were at Hugh Hefner's place, according to your article.
Yep.
Was that true?
Yes.
How is Hef?
He's pretty good, thanks.
Oh, how are you? Is he really like that? Come on, and no fooling either.
Well, he really is.
Did he really smoke a pipe when he's not on TV?
Would you like to be like that?
Sure.
You would?
Sure.
Why?
Why? You really asking that question?
Well, I could ask...
Stein is.
I could ask R, which is Arby Guest's letter.
I would not want to be me. I would not want to be me, I think. But I would like to have his particular trappings.
Yeah. In other words, you like your the stallion body that you have, but you would like to also have these big glass houses with naked ladies in the bathtub and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much that sort of thing, right.
I'm interested. You said you don't want to be you?
I do.
You would want to be him, but...
No, I want to be me
Hefner.
In all the different ways that I am.
Ah, you and Sammy Davis ought to get together.
He's not perfect anymore, you know.
Well, he's him, at least. Oh, forget it. Where are we going?
If you were, I have a note here. If you are interested in talking with Jack Margolis, dial the following number, 746-7809. And if you're not interested, call 800-325-3535 and get yourself a room at the Sheraton.
Or 60 very old songs sung by Peggy Lee.
Yeah, right.
Same kind of place. No, getting back to the Hefnerian kind of world to live in, I think that he has created the best kind of environment that anybody has. When you really look at successful people, like, you know, if you were to look at the Pope, for example, askance or however, he's got it really pretty good in a lot of ways, except a couple of little deficiencies, and he had to really sacrifice a lot. But what is his life? What's his lifestyle?
Indeed.
God knows.
Hang out in the evening. Then if you get like the best politician going, like Nixon, who's probably the most successful or Mao, one of those kind of people, you know, and then you look at their lifestyle, there's a lot to say about it. But it still isn't, in my mind, perfect. Hefner has, probably for my head, the more perfect model to mold myself after than anybody else if I were looking for a model.
Nixon doesn't even sleep in the same room with Pat.
For very good reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have their reasons, unbeknownst to us.
Yeah, Nixon likes the Grover Cleveland room, but Pat always had this thing to sleep in Lincoln's bed, so...
What is your model? Who would you guys like to be? Abbott Costello?
Jack Margolis.
I really would like to be Jack Margolis. Because I really like that house.
Well, it's getting available soon.
It is?
Oh, you moving to Sherman Oaks with 500,000?
Yeah, the house is really good. I'm really happy.
Another guy, seriously, that I really like, I mean, I really would like to be, is Harry Belafonte for some reason. I'm not kidding around, man.
Why?
He's a good-looking guy, and he sings calypso, and he looks like he has a lot of fun. He's really one of those great guys, you know?
Okay, we got a call here on News Call 2.
I'd like to be off song if I had to be somebody.
The guy with the Chinese restaurant.
Every now and then.
All right, we'll take News Call 2 there. All right.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is this Bill?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to ask old Jack guy there, how long does a high last?
How long does a high last?
How long does a high last?
I think it would matter, high on marijuana or high on beer. Which do you mean?
Why are you people asking me marijuana questions? I really don't know very much about it, and a lot of new stuff has come down, and I've been tuning out for the last couple of years on it.
Ah, what do you know best about that?
Shoes.
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 Let's see.
So when you smoke shoes, Jack, how long does a high last?
You don't smoke shoes.
You don't?
No, it's bad on the tongue.
You sort of just hug them.
Well, how do you get them salty if you don't smoke them?
What?
Salty?
A high lasts approximately 3 hours, so I'm told.
What do you do when you're waiting for it to wear off? You know, you smoke the stuff, and then, you know, you watch TV or what?
Your wallpaper is sometimes great.
Oh well.
TV.
I see. Anyway.
Jack, do you yourself smoke marijuana?
I don't, no.
Do you know anybody who does?
I used to, but I got rid of them because they're too dangerous.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Bill, do you have any more questions? You do?
No.
I have a
That
question.
was it.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, right.
I have a question, Jack. Do you think saddle shoes are going to come back?
They're back as far as I'm concerned.
Oh.
Yeah, that's groove.
Well, we have just run out of time. I don't know where it's gone.
Oh, no. I'm not leaving. I'm just getting rolling.
Oh. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Save it for your next 15-minute segment.
Up next week.
Yeah, right.
Have the money in the mail this week sometime, okay?
Jack, who's going to win the Academy Awards?
Who's playing?
Well, you know.
I don't really know.
You don't care?
No, I don't. Not up this year.
So the heck with it.
So the heck with it. When I get involved in it, then I'll really get excited.
If you were up, would you accept it?
I'm a very limited person.
Would you accept it if you were up?
Oh, you bet. I'd fight like crazy for it. I'd even do a little backstabbing and blackmail and stuff like that.
PR.
PR, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Well, Jack, listen. It was just a lot of fun on our end. Anyway.
Well, gee, I hope I get to come back again sometime soon. Real soon. I sure enjoyed it.
Anytime, Jack.
You guys. And
You're a sarcastic son of a gun, you know that? Well, say hi to Bob Arbogast and all the other guys that you mess around with.
He doesn't like Bob Arbogast.
And speaking of shoes, do you know why women don't get water on the knee and guys do? And the answer is women all wear pumps. That's what it says right.
Your rider.
That's what it says right here. Okay, Jack. Hey, get back to your shower and or whatever you were doing, and.
I'd like to stay longer, but I've got to go talk to Bill Ballas now. He's on the other line.
Okay, we'll see you later, Jack. Bye.
Fine. Thanks a lot for. And just thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you, Jack Margolis. Goodbye.
My son Louis the Creep fried on the hot seat in Sing Sing for a triple slaying back in '59. I didn't know what to do. I had no money, only his blackened and pallid body. So I had no choice but to dump him in the Hudson River late one night. And then when my other son Rico the Enforcer was headed to burn in the Big Chair last year,
friend of mine over the morning coffee mentioned Forest Lawn. Well, I said, sure, I've heard of it. That big boneyard down the street. Well, she laughed, said it was more than that. So I checked into it, got a counselor, and he said he'd handle everything for a very reasonable price. So after Rico burned, his body was shipped back, parcel post. And they took care of everything. I said, how about a service? And my counselor said, sure, in the little chapel of God in heaven, just a stone's throw from where they laid Rico's tortured body to rest. And it was so wonderful. When my youngest son, Joey the Foot, meets his end, I think I'm going to get burial package number 48C, 10-minute ceremony, 2 pallbearers from the city, and free cover-up.
Affidavit of authenticity on file with this station.
When I hear Dixieland jazz and razzmatazz, I long to hear piano roll blues. I want to hear it again, I want to hear it again. The old piano roll blues. We're sitting at an upright, my sweetie and me, pushing on the pedals, making sweet harmony. When we hear rink-a-dee-tink and we hear flink-a-dee-plink, we come closer it seems. And while we kiss, kiss, kiss away all our cares, the player piano's playing razzmatazz. I wanna hear it again, I wanna hear it again. The old piano roll blues. Let me hear piano roll razzmatazz. How I love that Dixieland jazz. I wanna hear it again, I wanna hear it again. The old piano roll blues. We're sitting at an upright, my sweetie and me, pushing on the pedals, making sweet harmony. When we hear rink-a-dee-tink and we hear plink-a-dee-plink, we come closer it seems. And while we kiss, kiss, kiss away all our cares, the player piano's playing razzmatazz. I wanna hear it again, I wanna hear it again. The old piano roll blues, piano roll blues. Oh, oh, won't you play? Please, won't you play? Please don't delay it. Why don't you play low, slow down? The old piano roll razzmatazz.
Belcher in the Fun 4, ladies and gentlemen. Right-o. I love that plinkety-plink and rinkety, whatever the hell it is. Whatever it is.
Okay, we just finished our News Call 3 segment with Jack Margolis, and
Jack S. Margolis.
We're going to have a mystery voice contest pretty soon. Did you mention that if you want to get tickets to go to see the Neophyte show that we're going to be doing Saturday, we're going to be doing our show live. Next Saturday, no phone calls at the Neophyte. Mm-hmm. You have to phone in 746-7809, and Mel Kentz
or M. Levine
take your name and address and everything, and we'll get tickets out to you.
Now, for those people who do not have phones, which is a possibility, you should go down to a phone booth and call in, or you can write to us right away, Stein and Isles, KUSC, Los Angeles 90007, and mail it tomorrow or tonight so that we can get it by Thursday or so. considering the mail problems here.
We only have about 30 tickets left.
Is that all we have left?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, we already have about 30 people signed up.
Because the place will only hold 30.
Oh.
No, it'll hold 60.
60
and,
people. So we'll send you the stuff out. 746-7808 if you'd like to get tickets to that. You don't have to talk on the air.
We originally said it was going to be April 24th or something. It's going to be next week.
Right, Saturday. The 25th of March. Right.
That's it, the 25th of March. Well,
we're going to, little thing we're going to play right now.
It's Mystery Voice contest time.
Right.
And Stein and Isles have some bumper stickers that they're just dying to give away.
That's right.
If you'd like one of those, by the way, you can do the same trip about calling us in or writing a letter or something.
You should write a letter on that.
They're really great bumper stickers.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're a representative, and we'll get to that after 11, we'll... if you're a representative, we got all kinds of stuff we're going to send to you, and I'm going to read off the names real quick of the representatives that we have the next hour, and if your name's not on there by chance or you want to be a representative, get it, you can call in and give your name and address for that, and we'll send you all the paraphernalia. We've got a lot of bumper stickers and things. But we'll do that after 11 or so, after the major bit.
Now, let me explain the Mystery Voice contest. We have a voice on this tape that I think he's describing a historical event or an historical event. If you can guess who the Mystery Voice is, well, then you win a big thing.
That's right.
You want to tell the people what the big thing is?
They win the bumper sticker.
That's right. Okay.
You can put on your car, or on your head, or a notebook, or a shoe.
It's a pretty big thing.
Or a tin foil.
We'll hear that mystery voice right now.
This is Lowell Thomas in New York. He made it. Charles A. Lindbergh, Lucky Lindy as they call him, landed at Le Bourget Airport, Paris at 5:24 this afternoon, thus becoming the first person to fly New York to Paris non-stop.
This is Windsor. His Royal Highness Prince.
Okay.
No.
Cut the tape.
Cut the tape.
Cut the tape now.
We had enough of the mystery.
Yeah, we gave him I think we really gave him a little bit too much. 746-7808 is the number. If you know who it is, call right now. 746-7808.
Okay, we'll say let's call right here. Who was it? Oh my God, you got it right.
You got that right off.
I thought it was Walter Cronkite.
Oh, you're a dumbbell.
Notice.
First of all, what's your first name?
Take a guess. You're coming over to my school Monday and bring it with the rest department.
Robert Perrin. Your name and address and everything. You're going to get a bumper sticker anyway, so it's kind of an empty victory. You messed up the bit. And I guess we'll see you Monday then.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right, 746-7809 is the phone number. Marcia, are these calls generally that we can take, or are these people who want to win the contest, or what? Take that. Okay. Hello.
Yo, this is Falcon.
Falcon.
Falk.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Okay.
I got a lot of things to talk to you about this week.
What be those things?
Okay, first of all, guess what?
Boy, this is really a loaded question. Wait, let's have a conference.
Okay.
I bet you it has to do with IT&T. IT&T. You think that's the phony memo? No, I don't know. I don't know.
I got a job as a disc jockey.
He got a job as a disc jockey.
Falcon?
Yeah.
Did you get a job as a disc jockey?
Nice.
Where is this?
What can I say? Station call-letters on the air.
Yeah.
Well, I think I can. It's KOXY. It's the station at Oxford College.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah.
If you were gonna see, if you said KMET or KFI, we would have called in right away and said how you couldn't see anything and you're a clown. And
yeah, well, this station doesn't even broadcast. It's on carrier current. You can only get around the school, but I think I'm really gonna have a blast there.
Hey, that'll be really neat.
I did an audition tape, and I did a show like my thing is called the Flippant Forum, and I have crazy topics, and I rigged up their phones so they can pass it into the audio console there, and they never had that done before, and the manager thought I was a genius for being able to do it.
Yeah, well, probably could do it blindfolded. Sorry.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Talk to me after.
I got your tape.
Oh, are you going to be down next Saturday?
I'd like to. I want to talk to you about that off the air after I get through, okay? But I do want to make a comment to you. I did not receive any Jew's harp.
I didn't send it.
Well, that's probably why you didn't get it.
Well, okay. You need it for something else then, right?
No, I'll talk to you about it off the air.
Okay.
Is a Jew's harp a harp made by Steinway?
Right.
Oh.
I talked to Russell on the phone today.
That must have been disgusting.
Right, for about 2 hours. He played me all of his phone calls that he'd done for your show.
That's far out. Did he play you the time that when he mentioned his SAT scores? I really think that's a favorite of mine.
He asked me for some suggestions.
Fire.
Yeah.
Suggestions on how I could improve his calls, and I told him to call a different number.
I would suggest.
Good, Falk.
No, okay.
No, he's a nice guy.
Falcon, thank you for your call.
I have a couple other things to say.
Okay.
First, I want to do one more. And
Go to
it's
two.
A new way to get high. A friend of mine over at Occidental College actually said this.
Yeah?
If you want to get high, you should drink nitroglycerin and you'll get bombed.
Hey, Falk.
Okay.
It's only if you swallow a match afterwards.
To do. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, hold on. Well, okay. Hope Larry got it. We were at Dorsey Friday. We could talk a lot about that because we had a great time. Akira Yamamoto, the Masked Samurai, he bought us food afterward. It was probably the best part. But we were going to save it until later.
What kind of food?
We were going to do
I was
music. I was going to say, in case Dorsey guys are saying, boy, they don't even mention us or anything.
What kind of food?
Let them say that.
Steak sandwich. It was really
It wasn't
good.
Oriental?
It was at a bowling alley. No, I didn't.
Mel, the audience participation stuff is going to come later.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. We got to do the ID right now and everything, so I guess we'll just do the ID stuff and everything.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, we'll be back. But we'll be back.
KUSC-FM in Los Angeles.
Huh?
Oh.
What? Hello? What are we doing back here?
Did she give the ID already? Okay, yeah, we're queuing up the major bit right now, okay? You want to
queue up the Oh, I gotta go queue.
Okay.
Talk about Dorsey.
Okay, we went to Dorsey on Friday, which is a thing that the representatives can do for the betterment of Stein and Isles. We went down and did a talk to the guys and gals down at Dorsey. It was really a lot of fun. Hey, they're really right on folks over at Dorsey, you know. And I really think that high school kids are really doing okay for themselves now. We have, we'll talk about that in greater depth later on after we hear this. I have a list of the representatives here. And I'll just read the names of them. Your name happens not to be on the list, and you are a representative of a high school or a business or a regular person or anything like that. You just want to get stuff from us and hand them out to people. Then you just call in and give your name and address and your school, and we'll send you stuff out. And our Stein and Isles movement people, Marie and Julie, will take care of it. So here are our representatives we have. John Durkee from Rolling Hills, Robert Bren from Beverly Hills, Roger Stewart, of course, was a Falcon at Occidental College, Russell Sinkyu, Hoover, John Shepard from Westchester, Dino DeMuro from Daniel Murphy, Mark Irving Janowski from Fairfax, Paul Howard at Inglewood, Ray Garcia at Roosevelt, Dan Beelan from University, Russell Repp from Beverly Vista Junior High, John Holder, UCLA, Mark Morris, Whittier, Jeff Paig, Glendale, Larry Pollack, Barstow, Babs and Bob Chase, who are citizens, Carolyn Graff, who lives in Whitefish, Montana, Alan Dunn at Villa Park, Akira Yamamoto, who is better known as the Masked Samurai at Dorsey, and Rob Smith of Emerson Junior High. So if you're not on the list and you are a representative, or you would like to be one, please call in and give your name and address to Marcia.
It's all ready.
Okay, we're going to hear a major premiere of a world bit right now.
And now Stein and Illes bring you a world premiere of a major bit.
Marshall Owen, neighborhood lawyer.
Say, Marshall, the show's already been on for 5 minutes and we haven't got a client yet. We're gonna be way off schedule. It was all get out.
Just have faith, Jess. Where there's a cut, there's a scab. Or words to that effect.
Yes, hello. This Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyers, his office?
Yes, it is, ma'am. What's your name and where did you go wrong?
Oh, well, don't you remember me, Marshall? I'm Iris Isabel Tittlecotty. I'm an old friend you haven't seen in a long time who's going to be in trouble and needs your help.
And she's right, Marshall. You know, the only clients we have are old friends who get into trouble.
But did you notice something about her grammar, Jess?
I didn't see her grandma with her.
Her grammar, Jess, her speech pattern. She said, I'm quoting roughly now, she said she's going to be in trouble. You've got to pick these things up, Jess, in order to have a 100% winning record like I do.
I wonder what she meant by that.
Well, let's ask her. What do you mean you're going to be in trouble?
Just this.
Excuse me, ma'am, you're stabbing my junior partner.
Catch me if you can, you twerping retarded fool!
Jess Brando, can you hear me?
No, the other ear, Marshall. She cut off that one.
Jess, can you hear me?
Gosh, you can have a can of beer, can't you? Hello, Marshall. Get her the sidewalk. See, go ahead.
Marshall, I couldn't help overhearing.
You always were a nosy broad, Jane.
What happened to Jess?
I'm afraid he's been stabbed. Hurt seriously, too.
Seriously? How seriously?
Pretty seriously. He's dead.
My, that is serious.
More serious than you think.
How so?
Here it is, 15 minutes into the show, and I don't have a client yet. Let's see, still 5 minutes before you go on your coffee break. Jane, would you mind calling the police?
Sure. Now, Marshall, you just stay right here where you are, or I'll give it to you with this letter opener.
Oh, please, Jane. I've had my fill of sharp instruments for one show.
You've had your fill. What about Jess there lying in that pool of red stuff?
What a fitting in for Jess. He always did like lying around in pools. The bum.
Hello, police. Get over to Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, his office right away. I think he allegedly stabbed and brutally slayed his junior partner, Jess Brando, in the gut and body. Yeah? Yes? Oh, he's right here. It's for you, Marshall.
Oh. Hello? Yes, Sergeant Fletcher. Fine. Jess? Well, yeah, didn't you hear? How's that? What do you mean, looks like my chickens have come home to roost? Now look, Fletch, just because I've gotten a couple of your officers on false arrest. Oh, come on. I didn't kill Jess. Some lady named Tittlecotty. Iris Isabel Tittlecotty. What's so funny? She came in and started stabbing Jess, and she ran out. Hey, come on, quit laughing. Hey.
We'll return to Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, in just a moment.
You look pretty glum in those prison blues, Marshall.
Well, I can't help it, District Attorney Hanratty. I told him I wear a medium. Listen, Hanratty, I'll be out of here in no time. This whole thing can be explained. If I can just find this lady, Iris Tittlecotty... will you stop it, Hanratty? That was her name.
So who's going to defend you, Marshall?
I'm good, and I'm cheap. Besides, I was allowed only one phone call.
Yeah. Why did you call the time lady, anyhow?
Well, my watch had stopped. And it drives me bananas not to have the correct time.
You know what they say, Marshall? A man who acts as his own attorney has a jerk for a client.
Where'd you hear that?
It's right there on the wall in your office bathroom, Marshall. You can't miss it when you take...
Oh, one thing I am glad about, Hanratty.
What's that?
I'm right on schedule. Here it is, the show's half over. I have a client deep in trouble. I got 25 minutes to pull me out of this mess.
Just remember this, Marshall. You know your friend Marcus Welby? He lives over on Tuesday there. Well, he loses patients all the time. You're due to lose a client once in a while, Marshall. Iris Tittlecotty.
Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, will be back right after I'm finished talking.
Hello, Jane, I'm back. Any calls?
Oh, hi, Marshal. How was jail? I bet anything you're out on bail.
You hit the top part of the nail.
You're just in time to read your mail.
Rhyming words are beginning to fail.
Down at Zoni's, they're having a sale.
I think your trolley is off its rail.
So what does your murder case entail?
Sometimes thinking of it makes me pale. That wasn't a very good one, was it?
Nah. Remember the time we tried to rhyme orange? Just wouldn't come out. There's a lady who wants to see you.
A lady?
Says here her name is Peru Mastodon Toggleboggle Jr.
Odd name, Toggleboggle. I wonder if it's Spanish.
Says she's an old friend and she's in trouble. She asked me if it would be too late to be a client in this show. I told her, well, you have to build a climax, so to speak, almost lose the case, pull it out of the fire, and break down a prosecution witness, and that takes at least 50 minutes.
Well, I'll see what I can do for her. Excuse me, Jane.
Why, did you burp or have flatulence?
Why, Miss Tittlecotty.
Yes, Mr. Marshall. You have to help me. You have to get me off this murder rap.
All right, but why'd you do it?
Kill Jess? Wild caprice, I guess.
No, I mean lie to my secretary like that. Calling yourself Peru Toggleboggle Jr. That's silly.
She bought it. Mr. Marshall, will you? I know you've only got 15 minutes left and no chance for a two-parter, but will you help me?
Well, we have just enough time to build to a climax.
How dare you? What do you think I am? Sure, I might have killed somebody, but I'm certainly not loose.
That's not what I meant, Miss Tittlecotty. I mean, dramatically, in the show. You don't know how much anxiety you've caused me, Miss Tittlecotty. Everybody's been laughing at me, especially when I give them your name.
You think that name's funny? You should hear my real name.
What is it?
Frank Sinatra.
Marshall Owen, neighborhood lawyer, took Mrs. Tittlecotty's case, and his trial was postponed so that he could defend her. By special permission of one of his judge friends, Morton, Cohen, Stern, Kaufman, Horowitz, and Johnson.
Sure, Mr. Owens, you can defend her. Then we'll hold your trial. I'll see you fry in the hot chair yet.
At the trial of Mrs. Isabel Iris Tittlecotty for the murder of Jess Brando, Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, his junior partner, Mr. Owens, made quick work of a would-be damaging prosecution witness, a wino bummed named Emo Lawson.
Mr. Lawson, I understand you do funny things with empty wine bottles.
You are a liar, and I never do these things.
When do you never do these things, Mr. Lawson?
I always never do them.
Always? In the evening? In the morning? When?
In the evenings, I never always do them, and in the mornings, I always never do them.
Always, Mr. Lawson?
Well, most of the time, almost always.
Most of the time you never do these things?
Yeah, most of the time.
So sometimes you do these things?
No, sometimes I don't, and most of the time I don't. I never don't do these things. I mean, I most always never do these things. I never do these things with the wine bottles.
Your Honor, I would like to approach the bench. I contend that this witness is a blithering idiot, a low-class citizen, probably part Puerto Rican, and since he is the main prosecution witness, that this case be dismissed.
Mr. Hanratty, you are the district attorney. What do you say? May the state respectfully agree with Mr. Owen. In that case, the case is dismissed. Mr. Owens wins again.
This is Howard Cosell. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Iris Isabel Tittlecotty defended. And just her luck by the attorney of the century. Not just another pretty face, Mr. Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer. Now you know what this means, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mr. Owens now goes on trial for his own life. And we'll just have to wait and see. With 10 minutes remaining in this show, Mr. Owens has a new record. He has a new record. He's won his case in only 45 minutes. That is a new record. Now, if it is at all humanly possible, I'll try to make my way through this crowd, this pressing horde of humanity, and try to get a few words from Miss Tittlecotty herself. I believe I see... I hear her now, but I'm not sure. Staff announcer, is that her there?
No, that's her over there. I mean, no, it's Howard. It's her, Howard. It's them. I don't know.
Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer, will continue.
Well, Marshall, it was going and touching for a while, but you got the client, destroyed that witness, and she's a free woman now.
Yes, Iris Tittlecotty is now going to work with crippled kids in Detroit, Jane. Everything worked out swell for her.
Which means if she's innocent of killing Jess, then who did?
Well, obviously, I guess that means I killed Jess, Jane. Oh, my God, why would I do a thing like that?
I don't know, but you better have a darn good reason.
Later at the trial of Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer...
I'm sorry, Mr. Owens. You cannot cross-examine yourself.
But I know I wasn't telling the truth up there, Your Honor. I've got to get to the bottom of my story. For the benefit of justice, democracy, and human dignity.
He's stalling, Judge. Poor widow boy just doesn't want to go fly in the electric chairs all. You know, Mr. Hanratty, I think you're right. Our boy Marshall here is probably just a great big scaredy cat.
Yeah, what's the matter, chicken? Fraidy cat.
in the death cell.
Well, here I am, Marcus. Waiting for that big shocker of all time. Gee, what a hell of a run of bad luck for you to draw execution duty.
Yeah, well, that's how the old ticker stops. Oh, sorry, Marshal.
It's okay, Dr. Welby. Well, things haven't been so bad. I did win one case this show, but hell, I guess I lost the big one. Sure wish it was Miss Tittlecotty going to fry instead of me.
Okay.
Well, I admit it. I'm a selfish pig. Well, looks like you're going to lose a patient, too, damn it.
Okay, Marshal, let's go.
Well, if you insist. But I swear I didn't. I swear I didn't do it, Your Honor. I mean, Father, I swear I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. Honest.
Down on Main Street. We like living right, being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like holding hands and pitching woo. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy like the hippies out in San Francisco do. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Leather boots are still the style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on the campus, and the kids there all respect the college dean. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. Still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse. White lightning's still the biggest thrill of all.
Now some of you folks out there in Radio Land may think people like me don't know too much about life. But when I was a little boy, I too wanted something big and wonderful out of life. And I left my home and traveled far and wide, and like the tide, I came to rest. and found the best was still home. So I came back again this way, and that's why I can say
I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse in Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA.
I don't believe we're back.
I don't either.
We're back, though.
Yeah.
Mel Kent tells me that only 3 or 4 people have called in to be in the audience.
Oh.
Okay. We'll handle this like KPFK. All right. If you don't want to be in the audience, we don't have to do a show.
That's right. We won't. For those people calling, okay.
Now, here's how you dial the number to get tickets. Put your index finger in the 7, dial 7,
and let
4.
the thing slide back.
Now, wait a minute. We don't want to be entertaining now.
You're right. We won't be entertaining.
7, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't think they're mature enough to dial phone.
You don't think they're mature enough?
No,
well, I can see your point. I don't think they're mature enough either.
All right. That goes for all of Los Angeles.
Look at all the premiums we're giving you.
Right.
Laughs, a good time,
wax teeth, funny arm cast. You fool your friends with and garner their sympathy. But anyway, if you'd like to be in the audience, call. All right. Name and address, and we'll send tickets out to you, as it were. A ticket letter.
It's problem line time.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that, and now that we have the tie line, if anybody has a real life problem, you can call in, and then we can put you on the air with other people who might have solutions to your problem.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
So if you want to dial 746-7809 and you have a problem, you can go on the air. We'll take other calls as well. But,
other problems. Yeah. Other problem calls that you might have?
You might have
I got a problem. I think I took the patch out.
Well, then
we'll
I
go
guess
put the patch back in.
Then people will just have to listen to the solution on the radio.
Okay.
Something like that.
Are any of these calls, Marcia?
No. By the way, maybe people are interested who some of the performers were in Marshall Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had James Stein playing Iris Isabel Tittlecotty, née Frank Sinatra. Marcia Levine with Secretary Jane. Ken Borgers played Jess Brando and the Judge.
What a sight guy.
Al Klaus played District Attorney Hanratty.
Yo!
Al Klaus played Howard Cosell. And Al Klaus played Marcus Welby. And Gene Grant was the staff announcer.
We've got staff.
And we were very honored to have Walter Matthau playing Marshall Owens, neighborhood lawyer. And he's up for Academy Award, as you probably know.
Okay, we'll take a call at 746-7809. Yes. You are on the air.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a problem.
Last week you told me to hang up. So I didn't know if I should call tonight or not.
Well, that was pretty good. You stayed hung up for a week. So you are improving. Have you gotten rid of all the neckties as we told you to? Well, you might grab one on your way to the shower and...
on my way to the shower?
Yeah.
Yes, and get it caught on the nozzle.
And on the other end around your neck, and you can strangle that way.
You are really funny.
Well, you're not that bad yourself, lady.
I really get a bing out of your show.
A bing? How do you get a bing out of our show?
Half a bang.
Yeah, a bing.
When was Gene Grant on?
When was Gene Grant on?
Just a few seconds ago.
I didn't hear him.
He played the announcer.
I know, I thought he was, but I didn't hear him. Was he there?
You thought he was, but you didn't hear him.
Oh.
How do you explain that?
Because I was probably listening to some other program.
Oh.
That could be.
I thought it was because you had the phone up to the wrong ear. Remember you sent us one of your ears in the mail?
No, I...
Friends, Romans, and country.
Right.
By the way, we do appreciate it.
Well, anyway.
But when we did that Julius Caesar bit last week where Stein said, lend me your ear, you didn't, I didn't mean that.
Because you wanted calls and...
Oh. Yeah, do you have a serious problem that we can tackle?
Why don't you hang up?
Okay. Goodbye.
She's gone again.
746-7809. Take another call here. Yes, you're on the problem line or with Stein and Isles.
Oh, I got quite a problem.
Okay. You do?
Yeah, received something in the mail today. Had a little,
A little what?
It's a slander suit from Elliot Mintz.
Oh, boy.
And,
You slandered Elliot Mintz, or Elliot Mintz slandered you?
It's,
But does the suit fit? Let's put it that way.
The suit fits, wear it.
Darn straight. Even if it's funny looking. No, but what happened?
That's it.
Or are you just kidding around about that?
Okay, thank you for your call.
Was that, is this...
You can put a suit in
I wondered if that was
case.
Kevin.
I doubt it.
Kevin Campion. Who did all this.
746-7809. It would have been funny if it was Kevin, right?
Yeah.
All right, do we have another call here, Marcia? Or are these buttons just...
No, we don't have any.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Now what?
Did you do it at high school?
Huh? Oh, what did we do at the high school? I don't know what we did at the high school.
Yeah, it was a memorable thing. We delivered a few hot sheets and made complete fools of ourselves.
What, did you find out the reaction to the whole thing? What was going on there? Didn't find it out.
One guy
liked us.
Yeah.
He's the guy who took
That
you to
must have
lunch.
been the guy, that guy. Right.
Oh, the guy that played Larry Mondello. Yeah, we had everybody doing Beaver is an Idiot up there. We had the script.
Okay, hello, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Your problem, please.
Oh, yeah, Sends Akira Umamoto.
Yeah. Is that your problem?
If it is, we can understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Does he keep coming up to you at lunchtime and trading his egg sandwich for your peanut butter and stuff like that?
No, but he has his national creton.
The
Creton? Is that what you put on salads?
Yeah. Is this a friend of yours, Akira? Or
Who is it?
Is this Iba?
Actually, he's not a friend of mine.
Oh.
But I know him.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Nazi? Schmidt?
Nazi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this Nazi Schmidt.
That explains everything.
Still looking for that final
music
solution.
at 11:25.
Yeah. Still looking for that final solution, I guess. Do you have a problem?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire away.
I think you've corrupted him.
Kira?
Sure.
Oh, well, it's our job.
Okay, thank you for your call. 746-7809. Yes.
More Dorsey reaction. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the man that's on the radio?
No, this is just his answering service.
Yes, we are. Do you have a problem?
No, I just wanted to ask who's in charge up there.
I got if we know.
Well, we run the show, for goodness sake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, who's the oldest one up there?
Who's the oldest one up here? The youngest one up here is me. I do the 4 questions on Passover.
I just want to tell you, I think your show is great.
Oh.
Well, hey, we think you're great.
Thanks. Why did you want to know who the oldest one is?
Well...
It happens to be Larry J. Felix, by the way.
Oh. How old is he?
I think he's about 43. What do you say, Larry? Oh, IQ. I'm sorry, No.
Funny.
Yeah, funny bit.
Okay, well, thank you for another interesting call.
Okay.
Goodbye. That ends the problem line segment of this program. We're going to have music right now.
The pale moon shining on the fields below. The folks are cooling soft below. You did tell me, boy, because I know when it's sleepy time down south, yes, the soft wind blowing through the pinewood trees. The folks down there live a life of ease. When old Mammy falls on her knees, when it's sleepy time down south, yes, steamboats up the river coming and going. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ya-ba-ba said, splashing the night away. Ba-ba-da-da-do-do says, you hear those banjos ringing, and our folks are singing, and they dance, yes, the break of day, yeah. Dear old Southland, with this dreamy sound, you take me back where I belong, right in my mammy's arms. Batis, good evening, everybody.
Broadcasting from the campus of the University of Southern California, this is KUSC, Los Angeles.
Wife in the washing machine. Forrest Lawn did a wonderful job sewing her back together so she'd be reasonably presentable. It was also marvelous in my time of grief. I just didn't know who to turn to. They even let me watch. It was also efficient and lovely. They did the same for my mother-in-law after her remains were gathered up in the rose garden. Luckily, I knew about Forest Lawn, and they were more than helpful. They were a guiding light. So as they lowered her coffin into the grave, I was thinking, gee, I'm going to have them do me up when I go too, just like that. Death can be a wonderful and beautiful thing when you know who to turn to. Really, it can.
Affidavit of authenticity on file with this station. Okay, and we're back. This is a segment that I affectionately refer to as Questions to Stein and Isles.
Oh, sure.
Anything you want to know about S&I, you can just call in and ask. The phone number is 746-7809. Larry, you've been amazingly silent tonight. Why is that?
You won't believe this, but...
Oh, try me.
I was on the phone with the Sync-Use trying to explain how to read a map. And do you know that the entire family, it was a family project, and that's where I was all this time.
You know, we like to say that Russell's a dumbbell and everything, but I mean, you know, we don't like the parents to be dragged into this muck.
Yeah, how are the parents?
Oh, you couldn't believe it. 15 minutes to get across the street on a map.
Hey, come on.
Wait a minute, Larry.
No,
you can't say
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Neither we heard from Lard or Happy, or, well, we heard Happy do the disclaimer, or Lenny, or any of the other people tonight.
Yeah, before we call any of them in, I probably wanted to console the Sync-Use, because I found reading maps, there's just no storyline at all, and it's really kind of dull. And
just want to put them down.
No sense at all.
You just want to put them down. You can't sit and read them at one sitting.
No, you can't. You do just want to put them down. As a matter of fact, I like to read them in bed because I go to sleep right away when I'm reading the map in bed. You know.
Somebody's at the door. Yes. Hi, Mentor. Hi, Mentor.
You know,
Mentor.
here's what I say.
Yes,
and
Mentor.
I'm very glad that there is this padding on the microphones that you have, because every once in a while I like to collapse. Sometimes I'm in front of my microphone when I collapse, and it's unlike collapsing like at the wheel of my car when I'm driving here, because the steering wheel is very hard.
Yes, where you bang your head.
Yeah, you notice I still have these grooves in my forehead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the steering wheel grooves, which really, amazingly enough, they fit your finger. It's really neat. And so every time I collapse in front of the mic, I'm really happy that these mics have a little padding on
Well,
them.
you know, the actual reason for these paddings on the microphone is to prevent wind noises when you're outside, and also the popping of peas on the microphone.
I didn't know that.
They also carry germs.
Neither did I. Yes, one time I used to come to the station, I used to lick the covers, and I contracted lumbago and leprosy, because the person on the usually mic before us is probably an unclean person.
I guess that would explain your skin rotting.
Well, no, it's drinking quite a bit of cheap wine is what does that a lot. They're thinking of using me for the Alcoholics Marathon, what do they call it?
Anonymous?
No, telethon that they're going to have.
Oh, you're going to make the telethon circuit.
Yes, and they said that they'd buy me a few drinks and some tips if I would come on as a testimonial.
Well, wait a minute.
A living example of what can happen to you if you drink a lot of booze.
But why would they buy you drinks? If they're against alcoholism, why would they buy you drinks?
What the hell you think? I'm going to do something like that for free?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mentor Ice.
Thank you. Hey, listen, you left me with a punchline. Thank you. That's really right.
Okay. Questions of Stein and Isles. Are these all questions, Marcia? I have no way of knowing. Okay, hello, you're on the air.
Yes, I would like to know why Howard Cosell did not get better applause.
Oh.
I can tell you why.
You can?
Yes. What is the sound of one hand clapping? That doesn't make any sense.
Not at all. I don't know. They probably never heard of Howard Cosell. Be the problem.
Is this Howard Cosell?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy.
Well,
hey.
Howard?
Or Howie?
How's every little thing?
Wonderful.
Oh, good. Did you like the bit, hearing it played?
Oh, tremendous.
Yeah.
Did you give you a rush?
No.
It
would give you the rush.
Yeah, hearing it played back like that and everything is kind of a lot different from when you're really in there performing it, and you're laughing and everything, and then when you hear it played back and you're not laughing, it's a lot different.
Only when you have to have phlegm taken out of your throat.
Oh yeah, a lot of the outtakes are really funny.
Okay, Howie, we gotta move.
Hey, you did a great job though, Al Klaus, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't do too well this time, but it was a lot better last.
Yeah, you gotta pick up a few parts, Al, and then you become a
recognition,
a star. Yeah, like Dennis Weaver, people like that.
Yes.
Larry, do you want to butt in?
Yeah. There's a house for rent right up the street from me. Stein. No, Stein was interested, and I knew I wouldn't remember for the rest of the evening.
I care about somebody's house for.
No, this is a.
Do you want Al to live by you, Larry? He already has his own mansion and everything.
Thank you very much, Al.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. 746-7809.
Stein, I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I wish you were. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, I was at Dorsey on Friday,
You were?
And, I just like, all the top comedy teams have, all the guys at the apex of their careers,
We're at the anus of our career.
But anyway.
Wear it.
I always have hecklers.
Uh-huh.
Did you have any hecklers in the audience?
No, we shot them if they did.
Right.
Heckle us.
Because I was trying my best to heckle you, but my timing was off. You know what I mean?
Did you catch the first performance or the second performance?
It was the one before lunch.
The one
I guess
lunch.
it was the second. I heard a couple of heckles out there. May have been you, but they just sort of ride right off.
Oh, yeah?
But,
can't win them all,
Yeah.
I think that prompted our famous line, closest you'll ever come to a brainstorm is light drizzle.
Right, we shot him right down, and, never said any word after that.
Thank you very much for your call.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
746-7809.
Yeah, if you have any reactions.
Akira wants some reactions to the show.
If you were at Dorsey inside, maybe you can call in and tell.
You're
Hello?
on the air.
Yeah.
May I speak to Mr. Fix-It, please?
Mr. Fix-It is no longer with us.
He died.
Yeah.
Can he be reincarnated?
Do you know of any such case?
No.
Well.
No, he can't be reincarnated. Besides,
only Bennett Cerf can do that.
I got a feeling the reason you want to talk to Mr. Fix-It he probably wouldn't do you much good anyways.
Why not?
Well, he can't fix glottal stops.
Among other things.
I was going to ask him if he knew how to warp records.
Oh, there is a way to unwarp records.
Put them in the oven.
Do you?
You take two sheets of glasses. You take two glasses of take two glasses.
Panes
two panes of glass.
Yes.
That's what it is. Panes. Panes. That doesn't make sense.
Panes, right.
Two panes of glass. Shut up. You're a pain.
Oh.
And you
does that mean you can see right through me?
Hey, now that was a good one, I think that was a good one for Larry J. Felix. Thanks,
Okay,
Larry.
so the hick thought it was a good. Anyway,
I'm a hayseed lug.
you take two panes of glass and you put the record in between them, and you put them in an oven, baking at 450 degrees, and that's it. For
The Galloping
3 hours.
Gourmet, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the reason you use the glasses is because you can peek in the oven every once in a while and see the record doing.
That's right.
When it's well done.
Okay. So does that answer your question?
Right.
These are supposed to be questions for Stein and Isles. Direct questions. Personal questions.
Oh, can I say something else?
Yes.
I wanted to thank you for the tickets you sent us.
You're quite welcome. Unless this is Russell Sinkyu. No, you're welcome.
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
746-7809. Yes.
Oh, hello?
Good ad lib.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Stein,
He's not a
Yumbodo
professional.
happens to be one of my friends.
Oh,
in that case, I'm sorry.
That's too bad.
And, well, can I say something about him?
Mm-hmm. You be the judge of that.
Well, that's not really what I mean. What I mean is,
what do you mean?
He told me that he was on the Stein and Isles show, and, I didn't really believe him.
Mm-hmm.
So, now I hear he's on the show right now.
Yeah.
And he also told me today that you guys were at Dorsey.
Yeah.
So, well, I go to Westchester, and I'd like to know if there's any way maybe you guys could come over to my school.
Well, you got to become a representative.
You know John Shepard at Westchester?
No, I don't know him.
Well, he happens to be the representative, and
If you want to arrange a thing with us over at Westchester, we'll be more than happy to do it. We'll put you on hold, and Marshall will get your name and address.
And your phone number, and we'll call you or something,
Or
okay?
you'll call us.
Whatever.
Or something.
Okay?
Okay, well, there's a question I'd like to ask you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your query?
So many crummy old records on the show.
Crummy old records?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like the Barbershop Quartet? That wasn't a record. It was live. The guys were here lip syncing it. That was Emo Belcher and the Fab and the Fun Four.
What?
Emo Belcher and the Fun Four.
Oh.
And Louis Armstrong. You can't say he's lousy. Hold on.
Oh, you can.
Well, you can, but you're dumb if you do.
Okay, hold on. 746-7809. Yes.
Yeah, this is Nazi again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you guys yesterday at Dorsey.
Uh-huh.
And you guys were pretty good. You're not excellent, but...
Well...
You're not so great yourself,
You can't
fella.
heap praise on us. We get embarrassed. So, what did you like or dislike?
Well, I was just going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Were you guys born weird like that, or how'd you get that way?
Well, they put them in the oven with 2 panes of glass.
I guess that answers your question.
I was, but Stein was made into what he is.
An engraven image.
Right.
Okay, thank you very much for your call. Gotta move. Yes, you're on the air.
Hi.
Yeah.
I got 2 questions. Number 1 is, when was the first time you were ever on radio?
Back in Dallas, 43.
Right, in Dallas, we had that kids show.
When it always rains.
We did.
Unintentional that it was a kids show.
Yeah, we originated telephone talk. We got a waste paper basket and we spoke into it, and it sounded really neat.
Were you the first people to invent the delay machine?
The delay machine?
The delay machine.
The delay machine.
No, that was quite by accident.
You know, the thing that makes you have to turn your radio on.
Right, that was by accident. We were inebriated one night, and the words just weren't coming out right, and...
I was saying things 5 seconds after I said them. And we thought it'd be a neat thing, because we always told people, just for principles, to turn down the radio when they listen. And we decided that'd be a good reason for them to do that. So we invented the delay.
Oh, far out. Okay, the second question is, when I get my job on the station over at Occidental, will you come over and be my...
The answer is no.
Oh.
You will not be my guest?
Sure we will.
Sure we will.
Falcon, anything for you.
There's only one stipulation.
Yeah?
That the DJ, we refuse to do any show with a DJ who is blind.
That's right. Otherwise, we'll be glad.
Now, of course, this is a 1,000,000 long shot. Are you blind?
No, they don't have any blind people over there.
Oh.
Yeah, we will. We'll get in touch with you.
Alrighty.
Goodbye. 746-7809, yes.
Yeah, this is Dave, your Union High Representative.
Yeah, I thought it was Dan Beelan.
Well, Dan's here somewhere. So.
Oh.
Well, I got the thing you sent out about the live show next week.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's under a Methodist church.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
They're on the Methodist program.
Well, you know, KPPC started out under a Presbyterian church.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happened to them?
No, what happened to them?
They all got fired.
That's right.
All right, goodbye.
We're hoping for.
All right, that's about it for the personal questions of Stein and Isles. And we're going to have music right now, I guess, by the old list here. Oh, no, we're supposed to have My Three Churls, I suppose. We're a little behind schedule. I hope you'll bear with us. So get there.
Number is 746-2166. Keep us from tripe like that. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hello.
This is J.R. Stein.
Yes.
I'm wondering what's happened tonight.
What do you mean what's happened?
I mean, why is your show so different tonight?
Why is our show so different?
I mean, it's not informative like it usually is.
It's very informative.
Well, who's your guest tonight?
We're supposed to have a man from the not the American Nazi Party, a Jewish Nazi whose name is Herbert Stein. Coincidentally, that's my last name, too. And he hasn't shown up as yet because they lock all the doors here at Hancock, and I don't think he's found the place. We do have people down on the scene trying to get a hold of this guy.
Uh-huh.
Do you have anything relevant to say?
What?
Do you have anything relevant to say so we can get to some other calls?
Well, I thought the rap line was where you got to talk. I mean, as long as you want it.
Everybody's been able to talk tonight.
Do you find that we're interrupting people a lot?
What?
Do you find that we're interrupting you a lot?
Well, yeah.
By the way, the phone number is 746-2166.
That's cute.
Here at KUSC in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Stein?
Yeah, he's here.
I think you ought to get a new trained monkey. Illes is getting a little worn out.
Oh, okay. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Let's write to our congressman.
Yeah, this is something we can all get behind, whether we're right or left. You know?
I know
A
what you mean.
legal sign-off movement is called for.
You know, I was under the impression that that legally, you know, a station was supposed to have a formal sign-off. You know, when they got.
You mean with the soldiers and the planes?
The Blue Angel.
And instead, they were playing John Lennon, and then all of a sudden I was hearing Montavani. I don't know.
No, KYMS doesn't play Montavani. That's not slander.
Well,
yeah, I mean, really.
it was Sly and the Family Stone, to be exact.
Sly and the Family Montavani.
Montavani was on KWS too.
Well, look, you know, in all fairness, and I didn't come really to talk about KPPC, but in all fairness, they may have forgotten the name of the station for a moment, and they just signed off without remembering.
Forgotten what music they were supposed to.
They came on the next morning as soon as the name of the station.
Are you in the credibility gap going to make another record?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that. Now, Monday morning, first thing Monday morning about 9 o'clock, call 843.
Hey!
Oh!
Wait a minute, we can't cut that, Stein. No, say it again, but don't give the phone number. You know the rule here.
That's a phone number with an operator on it. You can.
Oh, well, okay. Okay. I'll let this one slide.
Well, hasn't slid. You took it off the air, didn't you?
Oh, well, you can do it again.
I mean, you wanted to fool me into believing that you would let it slide when I wasn't born last week.
Now do the pitch again.
Yeah,
it's okay. I'm sorry.
Is he still on the air?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Still here.
Well, you heard that. You wouldn't laugh this time if I repeated it.
Well, I don't know. What, am I supposed to call and talk to the operator or something?
No, don't bother. It was just a feeble joke.
It was a cheap.
The answer to your question is we may make another record.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be in the new Dynaflex process.
Oh, really?
Which would be a lot thinner record. And that one thing we promised our fans last time is that the next record would be thinner.
Less surface noise, I bet.
People complain, you know, they're just when it dropped on the turntable on an automatic, it would jiggle the needle because it was so heavy.
That's really nice because you could always get more records.
My automatic is on a great big spring, man. All kinds of records drop on it, and the turntable shakes, but the needle doesn't shake.
Well, you probably got anti-skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of people don't have anti-skating. It only came in at 64, I think.
I see. I noticed your left
anti-skating is kind of a waste. It's awful hard to adjust, and if it comes off its adjustment, then you get all this vibration in the thing.
Yeah, vibration, right.
Oh, I don't like it for that reason in particular. It's kind of, I would really rather have a turntable without it.
You know, I didn't expect us to get into this, but I used to write a column for the calendar section under the name of Mr. Hi-Fi. And if anybody...
So in other words, this is your thing,
This is really, man, this is where I, kind of cook.
Your bag.
So if people want to call up and talk styluses, talk tracking, man, let's do it.
You probably know the guy that wrote the Ham on the Air column, W6J237.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to WN6JKV?
Whatever happened to him? I guess
went to Australia, they're... Yeah. The hams are kind of right-wingers, and they're...
I'm not a right-winger, and I'm a ham. I got my transmitter sitting in front of me.
Well, no, I didn't mean to say that hams were right-wingers. Certainly, I know a lot of hams who are very liberal people. And I don't want you to take what I said the wrong way. Mm-hmm. That is by interpreting its meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you a ham?
No. Are you a turtle?
Oh, boy. Okay.
I figure it's a college joke.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Right. All right, 746-7808.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot for your call.
Hey, thank you for calling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We're done?
Yeah.
So long.
No more stick with him.
I think that Harry asked, what we couldn't talk about, but I think that Harry has some things that he wanted to talk about. So why don't we find out what he wanted to talk about?
Well, who should we call to find that out? I sure don't know.
Well, you can either talk about what you want to talk about, or else we could go to questions from the audience.
Gee, it's a kind of a weird thing, guys, but on most shows that I guest on, and the audiences are so weird that you just don't want to bother with that because it could go either way, and the name of the game is still entertainment. But I just kind of feel that when I come down here with Stein and Illes that the people are Well, you just kind of draw a really groovy audience, and
Right.
I kind of feel comfortable, with the Q&A kind of thing.
I dig,
So,
I dig.
Now let's go. Let's
Dig
go.
ya. What's Dick Beebe doing?
I tend to gather that the name Dick Beebe kind of gets an automatic giggle around here.
Great name.
Yeah, it's just a shtick value of the name. Did you grow up listening to him reading rock and roll news like
Yeah.
Richard Beebe, KRLA News?
Right.
Yeah. And they all said KRLA funny. KRLA News.
Now, how was it that he fell into with you guys?
No, we fell into
Hippie
him,
freak.
man.
Oh, I see.
We have to really be fair.
In other words, he's the advanced man that sort
That's
of
right.
credible.
He was
part
the
of
guy that we figured would set Lou Irwin up for the putsch.
Oh, yeah, Lou Irwin. The good old
That'll reinforce his fantasies, and I like to do that.
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock at KUSC Los Angeles.
Is it 11 already? Hey!
No, let's hold off on name that spot for a while.
No, I don't. I'm with you, babe.
You guys are doing a lot more preparation now than you used to.
Oh, no.
Really?
No.
You seem to come in with a lot more written stuff.
Not at all, Harry. Why do you ask?
That's great, man. Doing visual jokes on the radio. That's really nice.
Well, we got 46 people in here to laugh.
Yeah,
so
that was the other thing that struck me as I was driving down here is with the
equals
the kind of small live audience with 8 hands clapping and the three-piece band. It really sounds like Arthur Godfrey time.
Yeah, right.
Did you hear the Stein Isles opening?
Yeah.
Hello, etc.
Well, I heard you kind of reading it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You listen to the
style.
show. You listen.
Well, I have a service that records it and then plays back the good parts the next morning. But yeah, I like the theme. Have you copyrighted it yet? Have you published it?
No.
Well, the Gap owns a publishing company.
Well,
and maybe
far
after
out.
the show we could talk, a little business.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk turkey.
Yeah. You want to kill that? You want to kill that? I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
What?
That I have a head for business. Can you kill that? No, it's too late.
Okay. It's too late now, Harry.
Right.
Got to watch your tongue around here, baby.
Yeah.
Did we say?
I checked it at the door, as a matter of fact.
Right. This is KUSC in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we
here.
said that.
Oh, we did say that.
Yeah, I said it.
Good. You said it.
Yeah, Harry Sheriff from Credibility Gap.
Did you?
Off the air 3 weeks now. Quickly they forget.
What are you guys going to do now? Do you feel horny for radio? We talked to this. We were talking on the phone.
I'm not here for the money.
No. But,
I felt horny for radio until about last Thursday when I went in and did a show for about 3 hours at KPFK in place of Mississippi. And it was supposed to be for an hour and a half, and he was supposed to come in and, as they say in the business, relieve me.
I get
and he slept through something I said.
Yeah.
And so I don't feel horny for radio now after doing 3 hours in the lee of the morning.
Well, I mean, how about doing the biting social commentary that was done on the Credibility Gap, that kind of stuff, You feel like you want to do that with a guy?
Well, we did some commercials this week that, although not biting social commentary, have kind of an edge, and I think you'll dig them.
Well, they sell records.
Who are you doing it for? You can mention it.
No, I don't like to plug. Everybody comes on the show and has a plug for a book or a record.
It's not really a plug. It's just the people that...
When are the commercials for Warner Brothers going to be heard on?
No, these weren't for Warner Brothers.
No, they weren't?
Yeah. For a product that isn't even out yet, so I don't... The name wouldn't mean anything to people, I mean, people who aren't interested in the finest quality cassette that money can buy.
Which one is that?
I didn't hear you.
No, which one's that?
Oh! They're going to change the name.
Oh.
So if I told you now, you wouldn't know. In 3
From what
months.
to what?
They don't make... You don't know their name now, because they make them under another name. It's very... well, it's not a shady company. I don't want to say that. They haven't done business under their own name yet.
All right. 746-7808. You can call and talk to Harry or anybody else.
I brought some of my favorite records down too, so in case there's a lull in the show. Yeah.
Oh. What do you mean by
that
case?
Groovy stuff, man.
You
Where
mean
it's in the
like-
grooves.
Yeah, music.
Not stuff that I've done. No.
Music or weird type of thing?
Music.
Some things by other artists that you appreciate a great
Yeah,
deal.
right. Stuff that I can get behind, get into.
You can get with.
See, I'd like somebody who
Get
comes
over it.
down and feels,
I can groove
the
to that.
show's really not had it. You can put on music and listen to music.
Sort of like you, Larry.
Right.
We're gonna have a fox down here
tonight, and I guess she never showed up.
Well, she probably couldn't find us. I figured it'd be a great complementary combination to have you and a little lady named Louisa Moritz. Yeah, we're writing shtick for her right now.
You are?
Times are bad.
Is this for her?
No, she's a comedian, and we thought we'd have her on the show. She's from Cuba.
Ah, a Jew from Cuba.
She doesn't look it.
A Cuban
She doesn't
Jew,
have
right?
A beard and
Louisa Moritz is a Cuban Jew?
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Because that would be an
7808.
odd combination of
We
minorities.
figure we got a head start with that kind of stuff, so we just write a few funny lines for her. You know.
Yeah. Kind of like a Cheech and Chong rolled into one person.
Right on the head, you got
Yeah,
it.
so you
Cheech
just
and Chong.
combine the jokes.
Okay. Let's talk about Cheech and Chong and some other things after these
two calls.
Right? After the phone. All right.
I have to tell you, man. That reminds. Did you hear the evening that Elliot Mintz had Yoko Ono on the phone?
I missed that.
Oh no, but I heard the week
Oh no, right.
he had Eldridge Cleaver.
No,
that was funny.
So what happened with Yoko?
Go ahead, you tell your Yoko story. I'll tell my Eldridge.
Well, I've become kind of famous for my Yoko story now.
Okay.
Danny Thomas has his Jack story. I have this.
And also a Milton Berle story, too.
And also a story about people who really don't like the taste of ground coffee.
Right. But wish they could have it more often.
But we digress. Let's
we ran.
go into your Yoko.
Well, he had Yoko on the phone. He did a phone interview with her that was pre-recorded,
Right.
and then he went to some music, Yoko singing.
Aha.
And that
like
kind of
that.
cleared the sinuses of the listeners. And then he came back on and said that now we're going to have an opportunity to let you question Yoko Ono. She's on a long-distance line from New York, and we'll have a conference call. You can call her. This is not the opportunity to bad rap her or put her on any bad trips, but just to talk and to rap and to ask her how she is. And thank you. Bonnie, my assistant, also cleans the desk off before I come in. Anyway, and so for the next few moments, at least, the tools of the media will be used for their highest level, and we will in fact be a global village. And he took call number one. And the guys, as soon as they went to the phones, the fact that there are two long-distance lines, or two phone lines together, they somehow were feeding back into each other. I don't understand anything that anybody was saying. It was the worst line ever. And the first caller says, "Oh, Yoko! Oh, hey! Yoko! We don't hear too much about your daughter, Kyoko, these days. How is she? Oh!" And Yoko's daughter, who is not in her custody, and they're in a big custody fight about it. So she says, "Well, this is one of the only source of unpleasantness in our lives now. We never see her. We don't know where she is. And we spend most of our time trying to get to her. And we just wish that the people will understand that this is important and that we should have a chance to see her and to be with her." And there's a little pause, and the guy says, "Well, with two parents as great as you and John, I'm sure there won't be any trouble." Not understanding the whole course of the conversation. And Elliot says, "Thank you very much for calling." Pushes the button, and there's a dial tone. And he goes on to take call number two and realizes that he has hung up on Yoko. And explains that it's a very complicated arrangement. There are several buttons that he has to push, and it's quite understandable how this could happen. And so he takes we lost our caller, incidentally, during this boring story. He hung up to listen, huh? He pushed the button, takes the next call, while they don't have Yoko up yet. And, of course, he has nothing to talk about except, "How was your day?" "All right." Did you see anything that you thought was particularly interesting?" "No, not really." And there's a pause, and then we've got Yoko back in the line. The second guy asks his question of Yoko. I don't remember what the question was. Wasn't as funny. And then she answers it, and then Elliot says, "Thank you very much for calling." Pushes the button, and there's a dial tone again. And once again, he's hung up on Yoko. You got to remember that this is like 1 a.m, New York time. And she's probably in bed. They're always in bed, right?
Yeah.
Well, especially at 1 in the morning.
Those freaks.
And those kooky hippies. And she was probably just, every time he hung up on her, figuring, well, finally I can get some sleep. And he kept calling back. And I don't know, I turned off the radio at that point, but I have a feeling that it continued that way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened to the guys that were calling in, or the gals. I hope they'll call back and we'll get right to them.
Did you hear the time Elliot Mintz ate a banana over the air? He said, I can't do
Did someone show him how to peel it?
No, he was down to his last bite, and doggone if the record didn't end. Right as he was going to take his last bite, and he said, now look, I cannot let this go. I really have to eat the last bite of this banana. So if you don't mind, I'd like to enjoy it right now. If you can imagine the sound of a banana being squished around in your mouth, about 100 times amplified.
Well, Elliot normally sounds like he's eating a banana.
What is it? Saliva
problem.
Have you met him? Yeah.
Oh,
we've talked about that before.
I used to do a show right before Elliot's show.
Right,
I used to do Destination Music.
Destination Music.
And Elliot would come in every week at about 5 and stand there looking baleful, giving me the Audrey Hepburn stare, which only he can do so well. And then it seemed that Elliot was hired by the station not only as a talk show personality, but as a spur to station sanitation. Apparently the janitorial crew wasn't enough for him. Because one of Elliot's main jobs was to supervise his assistant Barney in cleaning up all the desk areas and brushing away any ashes that might be there in preparation for Elliot to do his show. So it kept the station tidy to have him there. It wasn't as clean, when he left.
Is it true that
nobody went over those desks every week? And so for the last half hour of my show, Elliot and Barney would be kind of moving everything of mine away and sweeping dust off it. Just generally,
that's why
really
your show
being
went
groovy.
down at the end.
Oh, yeah. I blame it all on Elliot. Sure, why not?
Does he wear a bib actually to catch the drool?
No, he has no drool. He has a problem.
It's the opposite of that.
I see. Lack of.
Well, what about a tube that went from his mouth? There's I don't know.
To a sweat gland, you mean, or something? Just to get some kind of liquid in there?
There's a lot. We're offending people right now.
Yeah, body fluid talk.
There are very, very adamant. Elliot Mintz has a following.
Oh, those people. Yeah.
The Mintz
getting
people.
on to 15, 16 years of age now, so they're getting a little old.
Almost as old as our lives.
They're starting
almost as old as the guy who's waiting to talk to us.
Yeah.
As he's getting right on the line.
Okay.
Kind of a lineage.
Hey there. You with the phone. You're on the air.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Harry Shearer if he knows what happened to Skip Weshner by any chance.
Ask Mr. Radio what happened to Skip Weshner.
Yeah, you know what happened to him?
Well, after the accident, the
trolley ran over him.
The station was bought out from under him. See, the KRHM was purchased by Pacific and Southern Broadcasting Company, which renamed it KKDJ and went to a swinging top 40 format, and they had no room for Skip Weshner.
But will he be on anymore? Do you know?
He kind of got a little publicity as the West Los Angeles One when he was fired, and so far that hasn't been parlayed into a new gig. But I've heard rumors
working that up.
Huh?
He's not working.
Oh well, I wouldn't say that. I mean,
the skipper had some great shows.
Penny, my lady friend Penny Nichols was on his show a couple times.
Penny, take a bow.
Hi, Penny.
Penny out there in our audience.
In our wings. Thank you. And I don't know. I never heard him. I heard him a couple times actually.
But you don't know when he'll be on again, huh?
Well, aside from Thursday at 1:15, no.
Is that true? Is that true?
Only the latter part of that. The not really part.
Any other questions for Harry?
Okay, thanks a lot.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, taking a little survey. Thank you.
Great.
Bye-bye.
746-7808. Harry Shearer, formerly of...
the credibility.
No, I'm still of the credibility.
Still of the credibility. Incorporated now, or
It's not incorporated. It's a partnership.
Together.
How are you guys organized?
We got the papers and everything, baby.
The papers. Did you buy the stuff that goes in them?
Yeah.
Don't joke. No, are you a corporation or a partnership or what?
We just
starving.
Yeah, but you can starve as a
You
partnership.
can only pool so much unemployment.
We have an understanding.
Yes, we got a little message here.
A note from the producer
Is it,
and to Mr. Stein.
Uh-oh. Important thing? Can I say this over the air? Sure.
Except the number, of course.
Oh.
Number is 5.
We happen to have what our program director believes is Elliot Mintz's home phone number.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
No.
Let's say we play a kooky
No, come
call.
on. You don't want us to call him, do you? Come on.
Harry, why don't you play the caller?
Hey, wait a minute.
And we'll have Elliot play the callee.
He's one of those guys who would sue you for doing something like that, man.
He'll get Mel Lyman after us.
We'll buzz him.
Aww.
Let's have a little whistling music. You can't dial without whistling. We're 3 from the top right now. It's 11:14, the big K, KUSC.
Why do we have to whistle?
Well, I hope he doesn't answer.
You always have to whistle when you dial.
Really nervous.
Oh, the nervousness, yeah.
Right. Hope he doesn't answer.
All right, quiet, please.
Oh, please don't answer. Come on.
He's not home.
Come on, he's not home. Oh.
Oh, no.
Hello. Yo. Hello.
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 Hi.
Is this Rich?
No, what number are you calling?
Oh, just a minute. Oh, who's this? Oh,
how about that?
Golly, not very sociable, you know? I guess that was a chicken way out, but...
I thought you were going to do a shtick with it.
I know, but there's a cruelty in that, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you couldn't even dial the right number, and he can't even press the right button. The fine pair you are.
That was not the best idea in the world, as it turned out.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something that
I feel
bothers me about preying on people like that.
I feel uneasy now. Why? We shouldn't have done that.
Why? We're striking out new dimensions of radio. Look at it that way. Has anybody else ever called Elliot
This
Mintz?
may get you guys into Don Page.
Right. You hear about the clowns that call Elliot Mintz.
Well,
we'll give the little last paragraph that he devotes after the asterisk. That he
this would be a great, if you could just like once a week, get the phone number of somebody big, call them and just do a really nothing call like that. But pretty soon you could have an ad that listed all your guests, and it would be a really impressive list.
Right.
You know, Elliot Mintz is not a start on that direction, but the idea is there.
746-7808, 746-7808.
He's really short, isn't he?
Of what?
Oh boy.
You get it?
You guys start writing for Don Rickles or
no, we just saw Don.
Maybe even Jim Healy.
We just
Dateline Miracle Mile.
Is it true? I like how he does the boxing match.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Well, now we know for a fact though that Elliot doesn't listen to the show, or he would have been hip to what was going on.
Right.
Maybe he was. That's why he hung up.
Yeah.
The way he did.
You wrote
This next note is going to be Jim Healy's phone number.
Page.
We
have
should
Don
call
Page's.
Marcel Steppenwolf. No, thanks.
Oh, you got his home number?
Will you get out of here?
Now, you wrote I think, very, very touching letter.
No, it's supposed to be biting, not touching. Not biting.
He's looking it up.
Satiric.
No.
Not satiric?
Hard hitting.
Yeah.
Hard hitting.
The word I was going to use was hard hitting.
Yeah.
Letter to the letters column of letters to the editor.
Right, Mr. Letter.
Calendar.
Calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Don Page is calling about KPPC.
Don Page's calling about KPPC.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. And
okay, good. Let's move on to another call then.
Just wanted to confirm that. I thought maybe somebody had sent in a letter.
That had been going around. I'm glad we could straighten it out.
You got Don Page on your bottom now. You know that.
Well,
because I had a letter printed in there once, and he really didn't like that a lot.
The only thing Don Page likes a lot is getting TV sets at Christmas time. Enough said.
No, enough said. Hello, you're on the air. Harry Shearer, Stein Miles.
You guys are really spaced out, aren't you?
Whoa, man. I'm sorry, Larry. I didn't mean to interrupt. But I don't want to talk about that. Why don't you just call people during the week and talk about stuff and tape those, so that you don't have to mess with these idiots on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And by idiots, I don't mean that I don't think they're each and every one beautiful people, but they're idiots.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them foreigners. Normally, I think what's throwing people off is normally this time is devoted to a little thing that we call Stud Forum.
Right. We like to call
Stud Forum. Yeah. I've heard about it.
We call it, we think it's a great new idea in radio. It's going to revolutionize the old radio. And guys calling about their problems.
Well, evolution is where it's at.
You consider yourself a stud, Harry?
I'm more in the STP league, actually.
Wait, let's cut that out tonight. Let's cut that.
But really,
cut out the
that bit.
The phony laughter.
Yeah, because.
Let's get down to the real laughter.
Let's get down to the real laughter.
Okay. All right.
So so if you have any questions for Stud Forum, you might want to call in about that too. All right, let's just take another.
Hey, let's go to the phone.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, is Harry there?
Yeah.
No.
Harry, were you aware that when...
Have I ever met you?
No, never.
Oh, Mr. Shearer, then.
When President Nixon goes to China, he's going to receive a book from Mao Zedong, and it was presented by the medical school of the University of Peking, and it's going to be sent to the medical school.
It's going to be... Pardon, I didn't hear you.
It's from the Peking Medical School, and it's going to the USC Medical School through President Nixon.
He's acting as a pipeline for the communists, then, eh?
Right.
And sending communist literature into the schools.
Communist medical literature.
Medical literature, communist medical literature, probably advocating the fluoridation of our water supply, no doubt.
No, it's on hernia.
Advocating the fluoridation of hernias.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going so well.
Yeah. Well. God, that's depressing when that happens. It's like somebody farted in the room.
Harry.
Well, let's be frank, huh?
Flatulence. Come on.
Movies say it,
Willy Whopper. Come on.
Willy Whopper.
All day, little kids.
Why, aren't we a little old for that? Oh, and that.
Larry, you had a question for Harry, I noticed.
I wonder.
God knows I didn't.
I wondered why you had a tape recorder on your lap. And other than the fact that there's no place to put it. But
well, no, the toaster was too big. Okay.
That was about it, huh, Larry?
Are we taking a question for the audience?
O'Hare? Yeah, O'Hare, you got a question?
Oh, yeah. Good evening, sir.
Jimmy O'Hare.
No, I just wanted to ask him, when you're flying a helicopter, the helicopter,
Yeah.
Covering
you ever, with Putnam and those guys, you ever get...
No, I think you get the wrong idea of what kind of news show we did.
No, flying the helicopter and a big 5 on it, and flying around.
Oh, no. I see where you're heading. Yes. My
George Putnam,
my
guys,
aunt is getting along in years, and every day she for quite a while she would call up my mother and say, I heard Harry's name on television. And my mother called me once and asked me if I had done anything on Channel 5, and I it didn't register on me until I watched that evening what that was all about.
Answer your question, O'Hare?
So anyway,
well, okay. To be frank, it's always exciting because every day the city looks different, you know. And some days you'll be up there and it'll be cloudy. Some days you'll be up there and it'll be incredibly clear. And that's one of the beauties of the job, is that you just get this changing panorama, and it's part of the excitement. I definitely say that it's more fun than something on the ground, you know.
Well, you're doing a great job, you know.
Well, thank you. I mean, man, when I saw that Van Norman Dam go, I like to die.
Any more questions in the audience here? Do we have any more questions?
Incidentally, if people are interested in getting the Van Norman Dam rebuilt, they can write to me, care of this station.
KUSC, 3616 University
I think it's something
Park,
we can all get behind,
Los
you know,
Angeles.
whether we're left or right.
Any other questions?
I
Mark Ferndale.
got a question here for Mr. Shearer.
Oh, we're entering the character voice portion of the program.
Right. Just play
Everything
along.
else has failed.
Just play along with it, and it'll be groove. I sure will. I listen to your program all the time. By the way, when you got it.
Yeah, thank you.
And I sure missed hearing the way you talk about different things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really grabbed my bottom personally about the time they dropped that A-bomb on them Chitka people.
Yeah.
Back, what would you guys have done about that? I mean,
We were off the air at that time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you was on the air, you probably would have done a neat little bit on that.
Oh, kind of cute little playlet, you mean?
Right on.
Yeah.
I wonder what you might have done about that.
Right on, and there's a lot of character.
Right.
Just a joke, huh?
Well, you
yeah.
can play it straight.
Okay. I don't know. We probably would have rerun something that we did 8 months ago or something, because we felt lazy that day.
Yeah. Any other questions?
You know, I mean, when you do it every day, man, the grind gets to you.
Any other questions? Sylvia, you're just scratching your head. And Mentor? Mentor, you got a question?
No, I know.
See, it's really going great.
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you play the little game with the commercials?
Oh, yeah, okay, fine.
Ain't that fun?
Because the third time around, you probably have got how to work the buttons down, and it'll be real smooth.
Who was our last winner?
Oh, hey, well, I taped some of it.
It was Ernie.
And it'll be right here.
Instant replay.
Yeah, that's kind of big groove, huh?
Hey.
Okay.
Sorry to see you go. All right. Hey, but he is eligible to try again later, right? Thank you for trying.
There you go.
That's how it went, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Marcia, you get Ernie on the phone.
Right, Ernie.
And
Not Bernie.
Ernie.
Now is a chance for 3 other people to play against Ernie in what we call round 3. The third round of Name That Spot for tonight. We give you the line, and you give us the commercial and the person who delivered the line.
That's right.
All right? Got it, Harry?
Yeah.
Okay. Larry?
Yeah, while they're calling up, I got another letter.
Talk into the microphone.
And it comes from Upland, Indiana, and I wondered how we got out there.
Upland, Indiana.
Yeah, right.
Probably on a mountain.
Yeah.
That's why I would pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
No, you want me to read it?
Hiya. No, I just love, L-U-V, your show.
Larry's show?
No.
It's beginning.
You guys still... Thanks. You guys still want bug cartoons? Yeah, I still want bug cartoons. I put the bug cartoons up at school. I have a display case with my
Which school
bug
is this?
zoo, Cal State Long Beach. I teach there and stuff. And
stuff.
What do you stuff?
I'm still looking.
Bugs.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
Want me to send some bugs?
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry.
Signed, Harry, your friend Harry.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
No, not
CC
really.
calendar section.
Not really.
Los Angeles Times.
I hear your answer, all your letters.
I hear your answer.
Yeah,
I hear you answer all your letters.
Larry, do you teach English?
Ill be anxious? anxiously...
It'll be anxiously in the minimum.
He'll be anxiously waiting to hear from you.
P.S. Still looking for dates. Love you, Gene.
You're looking for figs now, right?
I don't know why people who write to me can't spell. Maybe it's...
No, there's a good reason for that, and Harry could give it to you.
That was it.
Someone found a mistake on a test that I recently gave to some of my students, and that I made, so I gave him an extra point. But then when I corrected
What a guy!
when I corrected his answers, I found out that he misspelled, so I took off a point.
Hey, did you put SP next to it? SP period?
No, I like to write things, and I wrote, when are you going to learn how to spell?
Hey, did you put question mark and exclamation point, or just question mark?
Exclamation point.
Hey, all right. Emphasis, huh?
This is KUSC in Los Angeles now. We're going to be playing Name That Spot for a few minutes.
Harry, you want to play MC? You can interview our contestants.
This might be a little fun thing to join in the sketch and the show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just feel at home.
I was hoping that you guys would be doing Karnak tonight, but
no,
cool too.
We had Stumpy scheduled.
Stumpy.
But unfortunately, the quadriplegic couldn't make it, and...
Ernie!
Yeah?
Sick.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Hold on. We're going to be getting back to you, okay? Hold on. Who we got here?
Randy again.
Oh, Randy training again, huh?
Bob, you're going to let Harry MC.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Harry?
Thank you.
Do you want to butter up Harry? Go ahead.
I should have something to
scribble on?
No, I mean, to have a line. I'm going to give him the lines,
the
right?
line.
Do you remember how the game is played?
No, we'll give the line, you see.
Oh, I'll just be the MC to
We'll play off-stage announcer.
Kind of traffic cop of the whole thing, huh? Okay, who is this now? Randy?
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, listen, glad to have you back on the line. Hold on for just a minute, and we'll get within round 3 of Name That
Do a
Spot.
little interview with him, like, what does he do?
Well, we've met Randy already.
Yeah, right.
Let's meet some of our other callers. Okay, hello, who are you on Name That Spot?
Calvin.
Calvin. How old are you, Calvin? How old are
16. 16.
Where do you go to school?
Dorsey.
Dorsey, wow. How are they doing this year? All right. You know, thank you. Dorsey still play that big game with L.A. every year?
Pardon me?
Dorsey still play that big game with L.A. every year?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, that's the same Dorsey I remember. Calvin, what would you say your particular interest is?
Interest?
Yeah. You know, something you're interested in.
Motorcycles?
Motorcycles. All right. Calvin, our motorcycle man, he'll be on the line for round 3 of Name That Spot. Now let's meet our... Hold on, Calvin. Let's meet our 4th caller. Hi.
Line 3.
Oh, this is line 3. Hi. Are you watching KCOP right now?
You just turn him on and he does it all.
Name.
Now, what's your name?
Akira.
Akira.
Akira?
Masked Samurai, remember me?
The Masked Samurai.
The Masked Samurai. Hey, yeah, groovy and novelty act, and glad to have you back on the show. Akira, how old are you?
15.
15. Where do you go to school?
Dorsey.
Dorothy.
With Calvin.
Oh, are you and Calvin in the same room?
No.
All right, groovy. Do you know Calvin?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, see.
You guys going to split the winnings if either of you comes in front?
He lives in, what you call it?
Well, I don't know. You call it.
What?
What do you call it?
He lives, far from me, see?
Far from you. In the distance, then, it would be what you call it.
Yeah.
All right, Akira, thank you for... What would you say your particular interest is, your hobby, your kind of thing that you groove on?
And writing. Science fiction stories.
Writing science fiction stories. A budding Harlan Ellison on line 3 for this round of Name That Spot. Okay, Akira, hold on.
Right.
I guess we'll go over to Randy now, see how he does.
Of course, all the decisions of the judges are final. This signals the incorrect answer of one of our Name That Spot questions.
What
Bob?
signals the correct answer?
The signal for the correct answer is...
Here's Randy. Okay, Randy, we're going to give you a line. Good luck. It's a spot you've probably heard every day.
Around the house.
Around the house. What next? Pill soup?
Is that Heinz Great American Soup?
Well, that bollocks messes things up. You got that one correct.
Right.
Hold the line.
Alrighty.
They've been studying in the last half hour.
Calvin! Hello.
Hello?
Calvin.
Yeah, I'm here.
You ready for your line?
Okay.
Okay.
Calvin, there'll be some easy riding for you if you get this one right.
Right. I couldn't tell they both needed a haircut.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I heard that.
I couldn't tell they both needed a haircut. Who said it and what's the product?
I can't think of it.
5 seconds.
What do you look at the clock for?
Well, I'm sorry. You're through, Calvin. Better luck next time, okay?
Okay.
Bye. Akira.
Oh.
Hey, baby. Here's your line. Good luck.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't tell they both needed a haircut.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That's Manischewitz.
Manischewitz, a different one,
yeah. Don't tell me,
We won't.
We're on the same wavelength.
What happened? You lost your knob.
Oh, thank you.
Here it is.
Well, you'll have a chance later, Akira, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, Dorsey's as stupid as ever.
Hey, Ernie.
What? Yeah, this is Ernie.
Here's your chance. I couldn't tell they both needed a haircut.
What?
Big clue.
That was given before.
I couldn't tell they both needed a haircut.
Hey, pretty good.
Was that a clue?
No.
It's not an impersonation.
No. It was Jeff Unruh.
No idea. But I protest about the last one.
What last one?
The Great American Soup. I gave that answer last time.
No, you said the All-American
Yeah,
soup.
you were wrong, Ernie.
Okay.
You know we don't allow misinformation across
You were
these
correct
mics.
because of
See, an educational
You won on the
station, you
big-
couldn't.
Right,
It's
no.
against your license.
know it.
Right.
Well,
Right. Can I say something? It sounds like a GAF.
hey,
Who says it?
who says it, baby?
Henry Fonda.
Yeah. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, this is where we start to sweat, baby, because two people are vying for the big prize, the big one, the big gift. Now let me get another one here. Randall,
Yeah.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Not nervous, are you?
No.
Okay. Here's the line. There are hectic moments, there are exciting moments, and there are frustrating moments.
No coaching, please.
Let's keep it down.
Hectic, yeah. Is that Excedrin?
Nope. I'm sorry, but hold on. You're still in the running, okay? Ernest,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Here is your line. Good luck. There are hectic moments, there are exciting moments, and there are frustrating moments.
Yeah. You want me to tell you who says it?
That's right, baby.
Fred Holiday?
Right? What's the product?
The home loan thing.
Oh!
What home loan?
What's one?
You have 5 seconds.
Hey.
Hold on, Ernie.
Huh?
You're a two-time winner, Ernie. Hold the line, okay? Randy, I guess you probably know by now. Ernie got it.
What was it, a local commercial?
It was Ames Home Loan.
Randy doesn't like local commercials.
Yes,
Out of town.
Fred Holiday. What?
I'm from out of town. I'm just coming to school here. I'm from back east.
Well, you know,
Big
All right,
deal.
wait a minute. Well, let's give him a.
You got a local one off the cuff here, offhand?
Schaefer beer. What about it?
Very good. See, yeah, he is from the east. That was a little test.
wow.
Randy,
Yeah.
you got passed by the security officer.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Well, Ernie, due to a last-minute ruling in Randy's favor, you gotta try again.
Why? I just always like boys named
Okay, here is your question. Because the guy was from out of town, so he doesn't know local ones like Ames Home Loan that well.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll give you a...
I sure hope he learns about him before he needs a mortgage.
Boy, right on.
Yeah.
Or his money taken from him. Okay, here is the line.
Good luck.
Concentrating?
You gotta, just concentrate. Let's all concentrate together for Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
The way I'm rushed.
Oh.
Can you picture it now? The lady jumping around?
Oh, it's Merlin Olsen, isn't it?
No. That's for the big tall guy.
Yeah.
Just the name of the product in this one.
Denture cream.
Which one?
Eprodent, I mean. Cleaner.
That sounds like it's that sounds like the actual answer.
Glass in it.
Well, here's the way we can do it. That's what I have written down.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, I'll verify yours.
Okay. No, it's the wrong one.
What?
Wrong one. The way I'm rushed is
wrong.
One.
Wait.
Okay.
Explain this to me. I don't understand.
Well, it's a denture cream, all right, but it's not it's not the one
you picked the wrong product.
Do I get another chance?
No. We got to give Randy a chance.
Oh, give him a chance.
Okay, hold on. Randy fella.
A chance.
Yeah.
Here is your line.
Yeah.
The way I'm rushed.
That Paladin green.
Randy!
Yeah.
You pulled it out, baby.
Yeah.
It was burning and smoldering, but you pulled it out.
Oh, yeah.
Randy, that makes you eligible for round 4.
That's right. Now, hold on.
Randy, can I ask you one question just before we go? Just a little human interest question now that he's our winner for this round. Randy, how'd you get out here from back east?
How did I get out?
Yeah.
Can I mention the airline?
No, we
No,
don't
mention
you can't
commercials
mention
on
the
the
commercial airline. Tell us just what kind of a plane it was, if you would.
Big 727 plane.
727. They're beauties, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Randy.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay, Randy, hold on and talk to our producer, okay?
All right.
Ern, I guess you heard the bad word.
Yeah, well, how should I know the answer?
It's all over for you, baby.
My teeth.
What's that? Well, since you are a round winner, you will be eligible to, of course, play again next round. Huh? I guess.
It sounds as good as the rule as any.
I don't know. So we'll be getting to you, okay?
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, and that's name that spot. The accordion.
Transportation for Randy provided by a major airline.
727.
727 Comfort. And luxury.
Let's take a call, huh?
Let's make a deal.
Let's dial for dollars. Okay, you're on the air now with Harry Shearer.
Yes. I vaguely sense an addition to your musical group there. I can't label it. It sounds like a violin or something, is it?
That's right, it is a violin.
Yeah. Where did you find that guy?
He's Pinhead Dan. He's an old friend of ours.
Is he?
Yeah, he sure is.
Yes, well, that's interesting.
Oh.
I was wondering, I just turned on the radio. What is this you're having now?
We're visiting with Harry Shearer now.
Harry Shearer?
Yes, Stein and Isles visit Harry Shearer.
He's actually visiting us, right?
He wouldn't want to answer any questions about, you know, who? K blank blank blank.
Oh, sure he would.
KRLA, sure.
No, K.
Oh, I've been fired from so many, man. I get them mixed up. KPPC, sure.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Shoot.
Okay. I was wondering, there are rumors that I've been hearing that the old DJs are going to either form the new show or going to collaborate with some other radio station.
Hey, man, we're not collaborators. I don't care what you hear. We are not collaborators.
Is that so? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I know someone who worked on the thing at KPBC. He was on the worked I think on something on the answering service there. I guess.
Oh, the switchboard.
Community. Yeah, now why did you take the switchboard?
I didn't take the switchboard.
Oh, yeah, you took the switchboard.
Man, you can look in my car. It's right outside. It's not there. No.
Probably hidden under the back seat.
Well, I think the reason the switchboard was pulled out was that it was not something that the station had ever sanctioned or asked anybody to do. It was done by somebody purely as a kind of a voluntary thing. She got paid later.
Aren't there a lot of people out there who are probably on the verge tonight who
I think
won't have anybody to call?
As one of the new jocks said after they, took over, you'll have to be on your own for a while. We won't give you, that's what he said.
Yeah, but, so...
I don't believe that.
So,
people
were
can call
those two stories about
KPFK, where the switchboard is now in operation.
Oh, you have it? KPFK.
Do you mind? I would like to ask something.
Do you mind? Listen, we were having a very nice conversation here.
Yeah.
I mean, I would really like this. If the violin player could play a solo, I just groove on violin solos. I mean, I just go crazy.
Are you high or something?
It's 8 p.m. Boulevard watch time.
And now, Stein and Isles.
Hey, welcome to the show, the zany show with Stein and Isles. We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Hey, Jim. We got Larry J and his ugly bug. There's Lenny and his ugly mug. Happy Feldman is here with a gang. If you want some advice, that's Mr. Hexabag. And here's our Brindell, that hayseed lug. It wouldn't be a show without Mentor Eichmug. Sylvia Sandelman with joints a-creaking. Last but not least, we got Bill Fox speaking. So here we go, right into the show, the zany show of Stein and Isles. Intern Billy and the band. Hello, and welcome to the show, the zany show of Stein and Isles. We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Right on. Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim. One more time. Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Walk me home now. Say hi to Bob and Jim. One more time. Say hi to Bob and Stein Isles opening, take one. Stein and Isles opening, take one.
Hey, welcome to the show, the zany show with Stein and Isles.
Whoa! We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Hey, Jim. We got Larry J and his ugly bug. There's Lenny and his ugly mug. Happy Feldman is here with a gang. If you want some advice, that's Mr. Texas Bag. And here's our Brindell, that hayseed lug. It wouldn't be a show without Mentor Eichbug. Sylvia Sandelman with joints a-creaking. Last but not least, we got Bill Fox speaking. So here we go, right into the show, the zany show of Stein and Isles. Intern Billy and the band. Hello, welcome to the show, the zany show of Stein and Isles. We'll say things to make you titter, things to make you sigh. Sometimes we'll be tender, you'll maybe even cry. We've been working all week to make the show a gem. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Right on. Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim. One more time. Say hi to Bob and Jim. You better believe it. Say hi to Bob and Jim. Walk me home now. Say hi to Bob and Jim. One more time. Say hi to Bob